y caballeros, welcome to En Mis Tiempos. I'm one of your hosts, Karina, and I'm here today with Adrian Alfred.
That will work.
That did not work.
That worked.
Yeah, it's no worse than George does every week, so it's cool.
Oh, okay. So this is like edited.
No, this
This
is
is
all
live.
live.
This
I mean,
is
no,
live.
yeah.
This is
All
live.
right.
All right, so don't tap on the table.
All right, sounds good.
Host.
Wait, so was that a
How's it going?
blooper?
No, that's staying.
Oh,
We're keeping that.
How's it
Just
going,
to
guys?
make George wait. That was Grace.
Yeah,
We always
sorry.
wait until the guest makes the first noise. So yeah, our guest today is Grace. Grace, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
They both just took a shot because they were a little nervous. So hopefully it helps. And
Was
do
it
you want to
double
tell us? Do
shot?
you know why your brother's not here today?
I really don't. I found out yesterday. You told me.
So George couldn't be with us today because he had something very important going on in his life. Adrian?
Soccer game?
He had a soccer game he had to go to,
Yeah, a soccer
as
game.
usual.
He sent me a
So,
picture of a stadium. I just don't know
he's
what
in
stadium
Houston.
it is.
Yeah, Energy Stadium.
Who's playing?
I'm guessing Manchester, right?
Manchester, Real Madrid.
Real Madrid? Yeah. Bunch of
Wow.
bench warmers from really good teams,
Yeah, nobody
basically.
good.
Yeah. So that's how important this podcast is to George.
doesn't give a shit.
I see that.
Yeah.
He takes a lot of vacations. That's for sure. Travels too much.
Yeah, he
All right,
travels
you can
a
take
lot.
this down now so we're not looking at it the whole time.
Oh yeah.
So last week, what's his name? Sergio. He said he got pretty nervous too, even though he fucking plays in front of
Yeah, you play-
for a band in front of a bunch of people all the time.
He's always in the back. He's a drummer.
yeah, but have you seen him play?
It's like it's a different
Like
person when he plays.
Yeah, he's like, he shows out when he plays.
Yeah,
So he's not shy by any stretch.
yeah, but like just just knowing that you're gonna perform, that's different. Like me with presentations, I get so nervous before. I can't do a mock up, but once I'm there, I'm just like a whole new person.
Like you don't seem nervous now.
Yeah. You were nervous as hell before we started, now you're just talking. That's kind of cool.
That's
No, I need like another shot, guys.
Yeah, I'm like, that's nice because I get nervous and then I'm still nervous during my presentation or interview or any.
Oh no, I like sweat. Like my
Yeah.
back starts sweating so bad you can't even tell.
So do you get nervous because you think you're not prepared, or just because like just that natural anxiety, camera shyness, and I'm in front of people speaking,
I
public
think
speaking?
it's anxiety. I get a lot of anxiety for
Because
sure.
you're
I'm
speaking
not
in front of
of
people.
Yes,
But like, why would you be nervous today? You knew what you were coming to do. Like, you talk to us all the time. We're family. We kick it all the time. We do this all the time without a microphone.
but this is going.
It's being
on-
recorded.
Yeah, it's being
But-
recorded and it's going on the internet.
Like other people are listening to it, and I don't know anyone.
and
So
you guys,
I can see why you would be nervous. It's different because you don't know anybody, and then we were being awkward out there because I think we've talked about this before. But when we get here, we don't talk before we start recording because we want to talk about whatever we want to talk
everything.
about. Yeah.
that makes sense.
So she's never met us. She walks into the house and she's just sitting out there and we're just standing there staring at each other. It's like, this is awkward. I mean, we talked to her, but it was
Yeah.
I was
still
about
awkward.
to say, like,
yeah.
how are you even here then?
But even with Sergio, like he knows us,
Yeah.
knows who we are.
No, it happens to everybody. It's happened to
Yeah.
every guest we've had on. Like, they're all, oh, it's gonna, I'll be fine. And then they get here and they're like,
He was actually talking a lot of shit like months back.
months back, yeah.
And
Honestly, when you guys told me that you guys gonna start this podcast, I thought you were gonna be very quiet, and you're not.
well, I was at first.
He kind of is
And
sometimes.
I am more than. Well, I can say more than George.
No, he's quieter than your brother, that's for damn sure.
Have you
People
seen
are-
George? Like, have you met George?
But he said he was gonna call you out on all your bullshit.
Yeah, everybody says that.
And then no one
I'm
does.
gonna call you out.
He's
on
like,
all this bullshit."
man, y'all always fucking let Alfredo do, talk shit, and he moves on from a topic. Y'all need to tell him, get him straight. Like, get me on, I'll do it.
And then
It's fucking
it never
quiet.
happens.
That's why I want Heidi on. I'm sure she says the same thing.
Oh yeah, she's always saying like, y'all let Joe control the conversation too much. Y'all agree with Joe too much. I'm like, we don't agree with Joe. We just, yeah,
Sometimes it's time to move on, man.
yeah.
That's true.
Agree to disagree.
wait, so Heidi's never been on the show?
No, not at
Oh.
all.
Heidi.
My
Heidi
wife.
is his wife.
Oh,
Yeah, she talks a lot of shit, but has not been on yet.
I'm like, she'd be good. Yeah.
She should be on.
Yeah.
I think she would actually be the. I don't know. I say that, but then she might get camera shy too and just freeze up.
I don't know.
True.
A few, not even a few, just
A glass of wine into
Glass
it,
of
I think she'd be
wine
fine.
into it,
And then
she'll
it
be
would be like, she would actually sit here and call me out on every fucking thing. I said, whether she agreed with me or not,
that
she would
would
just
be
call me out on it.
that would be the
Fucking
like
arguing for no
12-hour
reason.
episode.
Yeah.
I would hate to have to be the one to edit that.
Well, you would be the one, so
No,
Just in case.
just in case. We got a lot to talk about this week, Adrian. Where do you want to start?
we got Aliens, we got Barbie, we got Oppenheimer,
Good.
It's quite a bit of stuff. How about
Women World Cup.
Oh yeah, forgot about that one.
Oh, damn. We talked about the men's World Cup for like 3 months
We
straight.
literally
And I do have a soccer deal here because somebody did request that. On
I had a
messages.
soccer topic too, but it has nothing to do with the Women's World Cup.
No,
Go ahead.
it was just. This would be a short episode, Luis.
Sorry, short
segment. Sorry. Lionel Messi's performance and contract. We haven't really touched on it a lot.
Well, he just started playing this week.
Yeah,
I wanted to wait till he started playing before we talked
he's
about
already
it.
got 3 goals in 2 games.
3 goals in 2 games.
And then his contract, like, and I don't know if you guys know, but like the contract that he signed is like fucking
the
crazy.
most expensive.
Well, no. It's crazy because he used to play for Barcelona for the longest time, and then he went to PSG in France. And when his contract was up, there was a team in Saudi Arabia that offered him like close to $1.5 billion to go play for 3 years, was
I'm
it?
sorry, you said
think
$1.5
so.
billion?
Yes.
What?
And he
He
turned that
didn't take
down.
it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Instead, he came to play in Miami for how much, Luis?
60 a year.
Yeah,
Oh my
like
God.
$60 million a year, which is
He's-
a lot
What?
of fucking money, but it's nothing compared to what he could have made somewhere else.
How old is he?
He is
36?
my age.
Oh.
37,
He's-
36.
June 24th, 1987.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
When do soccer players retire?
Around that age.
Around that age.
Oh.
If you come to the MLS and you're really good, you're retiring.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's-
like you come here just to make a few bucks before you call it
And
quits. And
the MLS
Let's see,
is
like,
I heard he came to Florida. I used to live in Florida.
Miami.
Yeah. And I was like, oh.
yeah, so he's playing for Miami now. But
The
he's-
contract says
Go ahead.
contract value between 125 million and 150 million in cash alone. So I'm sure there's other like
so he got
merch and shit.
he
in his
got
contract.
we got shares.
he got shares from so Apple just signed a distribution deal with MLS to show all their games, and he's going to get a percentage of whatever Apple makes.
Of course he is.
Adidas makes their kits,
Yeah,
so
Adidas.
he's going to get a percentage of all jersey sales
Yep.
from Adidas, and he also gets the right after 3 years to buy an MLS team if he wants to. So he turned down $1.5 billion for all of that, which I think at the end he's going to come out on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But
For sure.
Wow.
I was watching. I don't know where I was. I was having lunch and on TV. Something was going across that Kylian Mbappe, his former teammate at PSG, just got offered. Was it $750 million for 1 year
Jesus.
Yeah.
from a Saudi team?
So
Wow.
what do you think is gonna do to like LeBron's like people like that? They're
I was watching the
They're
TikTok.
gonna start changing
I
shit.
was
up.
watching the TikTok, and it's like this dad. You know, he's got a little toddler kid, and he's got a little basketball hoop, and he's showing him how to shoot.
Oh,
And
yeah, I
he's
did
watching
see that
TV, and he's like yelling at LeBron or whatever, and then the Kylian Mbappe thing comes up, and the amount of money they offered him, he's like, "Fuck this!" He throws the basketball away, brings out a soccer ball, and he's teaching his kid how to play soccer. That's what I think is going to happen.
Oh, apparently
Oh.
Mbappe turned down.
Yeah,
The-
he
yeah,
turned it down
Yeah, he turned
He's
it
too
down.
young. He's not going over there.
for $750 for a year. I'd go and then come back.
776.
I don't think.
Yeah, $776
Refused to
million.
negotiate with the Saudi Arabian club. 776 million?
Because he's not even at his prime yet. He's young.
Yeah, he's yeah.
so he has time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't think about it that way.
24?
Yeah, it was just for 1 year. Go over there, take a year off, come back, and
Yeah,
But
he's
if-
24 years
But
old.
Messi, you know how you said that he gets a percentage from Adidas and Apple for how long?
for as long as he's playing. I don't know I actually don't know what the exact deal is, but that's a good question though. Because if it's only while he's playing, then he's got to play for a while to get his money back.
think
Although
it's
jersey
forever.
sales,
Yeah.
He sells
The
most
soccer team
jerseys.
gained 3 or 4 million followers on Instagram the day he signed the contract.
I mean,
Wow.
he's not mine.
So
Wow.
Take that, Taylor Swift.
In addition,
Well, all I know about soccer is from Ted Lasso, so I can't say that much.
have you finished it?
Actually, just
Yes,
started.
I finished it. I loved it.
You
It
like,
was so
you like
good.
the ending?
Yeah, but I kind of want there to be more. I'm like,
Right,
are
so
they gonna have a
everyone
women's
wants-
team?
See,
Like,
that's
I don't
what I
know.
sometimes say. Like, I wasn't unhappy with the ending. It was a very Ted Lasso ending,
Yeah.
but I was kind
I
of
haven't
sad that it
finished
ended.
Yeah, me neither.
I wish they'd left it like open ended so it could continue if they wanted.
I mean, it's kind of open ended, but like
Yeah.
the Ted Lasso story itself is closed. But
well, yeah, but that's the show.
all the other characters, no,
Yeah.
it's not the Ted Lasso way. It's the
Whatever.
Richmond way. Wait, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Spoiled it.
Yeah. True.
Now I'm
Like-
not watching it.
Are you watching it too, Karina?
I am. My boyfriend's
season are you
actually
on?
just still is watching it without me right now. So I'm
Ooh,
behind.
that's
I'm like super behind. Like probably in the 10th episode. Like,
Of season
I'm
1?
So yes.
Oh,
Oh.
well,
So
you take your time because you're gonna run out of episodes
And
you're
you're gonna be
"Fuck."
mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna be. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Sound
sad
good.
when it ends.
But
Just rewatch it.
they just announced
Honestly.
Welcome to Wrexham season 2,
When's
And
it come out?
Oh.
September 21st.
We should have told me in September, dude. Now I gotta wait a whole month.
Fuck yeah, it's a whole month. I'm over here like 4 months. No, it's September.
It's 2 months, whatever.
You like to binge watch?
So I gotta. Speaking of your boyfriend, that's my problem. I don't like to, but I do it because I'm
Speaking
up
of
late.
his boyfriend,
And
Yeah.
I just sit there and I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm not sleepy. We'll keep going. And next thing I know, it's 3:00 in the morning, and I'm like, fuck.
oh, and
Yeah.
Shit.
That's what I'm trying. Like that's what I miss about cable. It's like you have to wait for a whole week to get the episode, and it's actually
And you had to watch it at that time. Like you couldn't just binge it or like watch it whenever you wanted.
unless you had TiVo.
yes. I used to like I hate it, but now I do. I love it because I'm more productive in my life than just sitting there after work watching TV.
But now you're up in the middle of the night watching
Yeah,
the
now
TV
you're-
anyway. So
All right, look, my bedtime is like 9:30. I
Yeah,
just couldn't
same.
sleep last night.
all right, hold on. I had a topic that just to get you two going. You just mentioned your boyfriend. Have you live with your boyfriend? Putting you out there. You're not married, but I mean, it's whatever. I don't know your situation, but the question is,
Total opposite.
would you?
You're married.
No, I live by myself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
She's got a cool dog with
And a dog and a cat. Yeah.
I have 2 dogs. And a boyfriend.
And the boyfriend? Okay. Just making sure you didn't include him in there, yeah.
He's in there.
Yeah, I live with a bunch of bitches. I'm just gonna stop right there. Would you marry somebody, or would you be okay with your significant other making less money than you, as
Yes.
women?
I'll be fine with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I wouldn't care.
So you're currently dating somebody?
No.
You obviously have a boyfriend. Do you
Yes.
think he would be okay with it?
Yes.
Have you had this conversation?
Yes, we have.
Does
Okay.
he currently make less?
That's not important. And does it matter to you? You would marry him and it'd be fine.
Yes. That'll be fine.
You too.
I mean, yeah. I don't have a luxurious job, but, like, I would be okay with
well,
it.
that means I don't know how much you make. I don't want to know how much you make, but if
It's
you don't
fine.
have, that would mean that he would make even less than you.
Yeah. I mean, I
I
don't
could
think.
see it if you're like a fucking stockbroker and you're making billions. And
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
okay, obviously, but
No, I wouldn't care. I mean, I just want to find a nice person that I like. I think that's more important to me personally.
Yeah, and that he's supportive.
Yeah. We'll
And-
figure it out, Yeah.
And my boyfriend's very supportive, and he cooks for me, so.
That's good.
Ah.
I need that too.
Like,
There's
I
a
get
trade-off.
home and, like, there's food on the table. I'm like, thank God.
Do you think you would do that if you made more?
we were just moving on with the assumption that he doesn't make more than you now.
No, yeah, he would.
Oh yeah, I am. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's fine. My dad did all the cooking when I in my house, so I don't know. I feel like
I
that's
don't
cool.
like cooking.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't know how to cook.
Well, no,
I'm Mexican.
the question was
but my mom doesn't even.
very. He does it. Again, the assumption is that he's doing it because
He makes
because
us.
of that.
Well,
The
because
question was, do you think he would still do it if you brought in more money than you?
yes, he would because he likes to cook.
Yeah, same with me.
He
That's why I
likes
do
to
it.
cook,
Like,
and
that's
I
nothing to do with that.
and I like to clean. So like it's a
You like
Oh,
to clean?
perfect.
Oh, fuck.
Perfect.
look.
Damn.
I like to clean. I get it from my mom, I guess, but it's therapeutic to me. I just need him to leave.
Make a mess.
No, I need him to leave. I need
Heidi's
him
the
to get
same
out
way.
of the apartment and take the. I need him to get out of the apartment and
Take the dog with him.
take the dogs with him because we have a huge dog in a small apartment.
Do you have one of the?
What kind of dog?
One of the?
German Shepherd.
Oh,
One of
you don't
those-
have one of the Mushus?
One of the white
No.
ones.
Okay, so your dog doesn't shed that much.
Oh no, he sheds.
Oh, okay.
I have to
He's a
sweep
As
every
much as
day.
Mushu?
No, I have to. I have to sweep every day.
He's a German Shepherd. That
Yeah.
fool loses a whole
I've never had a
dog
German
with
Shepherd
hair.
in the house.
No, it's like
Why
a
do you have him
Mushu.
inside?
I have
Oh, you live in an apartment.
an apartment.
Yeah,
Duh.
I have my dog too. He sheds, but he's tiny. So and he's has black hair, so I feel like it's not as
Still bad.
noticeable.
What kind of dog is it?
He's a mutt. I don't know, like
He's
a
got a mohawk.
terrier.
Favorite
He has
kind
a
of dog.
mohawk. Yeah, he's really cute.
And I have a Chihuahua. She sheds a lot too.
Yeah,
So I
Fuck
have
chihuahuas.
two.
I think he's part Chihuahua.
No, my friend doesn't like her either. Like when we started dating, he was like, "Can we give her away?" I'm like, "No." That is my.
If you find
person.
someone to give it away to, let me know because I got 2 more they can take. Just saying.
You
I thought he
know,
was like,
There's a
I'll take
reason.
1,000
There's a reason
dogs.
you guys can't give them away. What he fucking wants them?
Nobody wants a damn chihuahua anymore.
I mean, Mr. Wallace is a fucking. He was a foster dog,
They're outdated, right?
Evie was
and
too.
Yvette was like,
These dogs are outdated.
"Can we keep him?" Olivia said, "Can we keep him?" And I said, "No." Like specifically, we're not keeping that fucking dog. 2 days later, she's like, "Well, it's ours." Great.
Well, Lisette was
I know who wears the
fostering.
pants in this house.
I
Well,
mean,
Yvette was fostering my Chihuahua. Her name is Evie.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and so she was. I was looking for a dog at the time, and
Like
she
a
was
fucking
like,
halfway house for animals here.
she was like, "Hey, like I need somebody to take her," and I'm like, "All right, I'll take her." I don't like when I was looking for a dog. I was like, I will never get a Chihuahua. I felt so bad. I was like, fine, let me take her.
You know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying?
Yvette guilted you into taking a dog?
Lisette.
Oh, Lisette did. Okay. That makes more sense.
Whatever happened to the chickens? The baby chickens? Or
She took him
whatever?
back to where she got the eggs.
Uh-huh.
It's like the district has this place, like I forget what it's called, where they like take care of animals or whatever. And if you want to do that to like teach the kids about that, you can get the eggs and then hatch them and then take the chicks back when they're hatched.
Oh, was she doing it for her class?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
But the problem
That
was
makes more sense.
with the first incubator she bought, she had to manually turn the eggs. So we ended up having to bring it home one long weekend and we just kept them. Because if we couldn't transport them back, it was too late and we couldn't move them.
I thought y'all were trying to like.
We were not trying to get our own eggs.
It was that
Raised
weekend y'all were
dog
going to
food or
Cafecito, right?
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah. We ended up having to come back. And
yeah,
the
'cause
lights
somebody-
went out. It was a mess.
Somebody
Oh,
didn't show
George,
up.
George just sent a picture of the stadium that he's at. So
Please,
it's
you didn't show up either.
Real Madrid, and
Excuse me. I didn't get one.
I didn't get one either. Actually, yeah, I probably did. I haven't checked.
I
my
literally
text.
got a picture of his shirt. Of his jersey.
Why? Like
I don't
you
understand.
already know.
Wait,
who
we
he
moved
goes
up the
for.
topic. Adrian, would you be
I'm
okay
so
with your
sorry.
wife making more money than you?
Yes,
Luis?
100% yes.
yes, she
Would
currently
you?
does.
I wish she would. I'd stay home. Fuck that. Man, this is a boring conversation. We don't like. I was hoping somebody would be like, "Fuck no."
No, I mean,
we're,
More than a woman. Like,
Just
Wait,
try to
no.
start.
too woke, damn it.
I think that's just like old way of thinking.
yeah.
Well, you know my mom. You know, my mom's always worked and she's done several things. My dad has always like worked as well, but I think I get it from her. And she taught, I guess she would always tell me like, you need to make your own money to support yourself in case things go sideways. So
Yeah,
I've
for
always
sure.
pushed myself to do that. So I don't really care if the person makes less or more money than I do. Because I know I can support myself.
Yeah.
So I think
it's
Yeah.
really. You're looking at it from a very pragmatic point of view, which is good. You should look at everything in life from that point of view, but it's not normal.
I'm like I have I'm doing it. I'm like, I'm supporting myself.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, someone extra would be nice, you know, but it's not like,
Extra money for like
Yeah.
clothes and
and if you could split a
Travel.
1-bedroom apartment right now, that'd be so much better because it's so expensive.
it sure is.
So,
I'm like, a
all
relationship
you guys
would be better.
listening, if anyone wants a 1-bedroom apartment,
We'll post
Yeah.
your social media when we post the
shoot us.
episode.
Shoot an email over to what's our email account?
George at
Or you go emt@enmistiempos.com.
We can be Grace's fucking dating
Pimp,
app.
that would be
Thank you.
pimps. That
Yeah.
would be pimps. State call it
No,
what
no,
it is.
no. We're
Sugar
not
daddy.
asking for money in return.
We'll take likes and,
We'll take
Yeah,
likes.
there you go.
subscriptions. Yeah.
All right, so I need a refill.
well,
See, I told you needed more beer. You gotta be so loud. Yeah.
It's a commercial.
It sounds nice.
It does.
Hey, wait. Do that over here.
It's like
We'll just build it on my
ASMR.
piano.
What is it? ASMR?
You can do it
Whatever.
right here.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
fine.
yeah,
We're not being sponsored.
That's fine.
That's fine. I work
All right,
there.
guys. I don't know how to pour, but
Neither does your brother. Like nothing's changing in that chair over there. It's cool. It's like it's the same thing. It's perfect.
it's like he never left.
I remember you kind of hired me and Leslie to. You had a party, right? Remember
If you
that?
bang on the table one more time, I
Okay,
swear
I'm
to
so
God, I'm gonna throw my beer at you. I had a dinner party.
You had a dinner party, and we were pouring wine,
Yeah.
and you told us how. You showed us how to pour wine.
Yeah.
And so now every time I go out and somebody starts pouring my wine, you know, the
You're
wi-
like, that's
the wi-
wrong.
I'm like, no. And I just take over. I was like, and I just pour it myself.
Well, somebody needs to show you how to pour beer. Grace?
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not bad.
I mean, no, that's you said earlier that you sucked. That was actually a good pour, so I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
It was a lot more
I
fun.
mean, from a can is hard. Like you can only do so much.
It's also
We're
kind
not
of an
being
old can,
sponsored, by the
so-
way. So
Yeah, we didn't know how long that's been
Yeah.
in the fridge.
That can't not in the fridge.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
We know
it's
about
been
a
in the
week.
fridge for a week.
Yeah.
Oh, how long has it been on?
It was on Lisa's bed.
Lisa's
for,
bed.
Yeah, I don't know for how long.
Second
What am I
bedroom.
I don't know why he keeps his beers on his bed.
It's good. It's good
Oh, the
stuff.
second bedroom?
Yeah.
Oh,
second
okay.
bedroom.
Everything
I was
is
like,
in the
that's so
corner.
We
weird.
just only have good stuff in this house.
They're just right there. They
actually
just never
pretty
fall.
good.
No, we have a beer corner where we'll go out of town, buy some beer, and then bring it back. We're like, well, we're not going to drink it right now, so just put it in that
No,
corner.
that makes sense. As long as it never gets hot, it's fine.
Of
Yeah.
the bed.
I mean, that bedroom gets pretty warm.
You know, I'm talking like 100 degrees outside. Don't leave it outside.
I mean, that bedroom
Luis,
is.
stop. I'm trying to help you.
It was built in the 1920s. The windows are about as thin as paper. It gets pretty
Man,
warm.
that sucks.
All right, y'all are being boring. I need some controversy.
We were just talking.
But yeah, but you know,
Okay, Mitch McConnell
All right,
having
so-
a stroke.
No, so
are we gonna talk about that? Did y'all watch Mitch McConnell? You know who
No.
Mitch McConnell is?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
did you
Like,
did you
what-
watch his?
What did he do
He had
recently?
a fucking stroke on live TV.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
He had something happen to him.
Is he
we don't know if it was a
confirmed
stroke,
but
Is he alive?
he's alive. He actually
I mean,
came
he
back. I
walked
don't know if
away.
you saw the video later. At least
Oh, I
he came
didn't
back
see that
on
he came back.
and
He
they
did?
said he was fine. Yeah,
came back
but he
then.
said I'm fine.
and then
He said-
And then
he's
somebody
fine?
like did a follow up question. He's like, I'm fine.
and
Like,
then
I
what?
don't even know how you're talking right
And he
now,
just
dude,
kept-
honestly, but
He came back.
yeah.
okay.
You're like so
Hold on.
Well,
surprised.
you
Because
gotta,
he
you
looked
gotta
like
watch.
he was dead.
You gotta
You
watch
gotta
the
watch
video.
it.
Oh, okay.
He's talking, and then like mid sentence, he just stops and like is staring, and then they're like, "Hey,
And it's
let's
not like he
go."
paused. Like he didn't stop because he was in the middle, like being asked a question or nothing. He was in the middle of a sentence and just stopped.
Okay, hold
Yeah.
on. Here.
on live
Oh.
TV.
Yeah,
I
watch,
mean, he
watch,
looks
watch.
rough, so
Oh,
All this alien talk has got me thinking he might be.
So
Tap
he's
to
talking.
unmute.
He's an
Tap to
alien.
unmute.
I thought he was like an actress or something.
Top left over there.
Top left. Oh.
Rewind it again. Let's go back to the beginning.
And a string of
Oh my God.
we gotta get these old guys out.
For real.
Like, this is bad.
This is not
Okay.
edited.
No,
At
this
all.
is like
This
live.
is-
This is what happened.
Yeah, he's not okay.
He's like holding his throw up in.
And his eyes are rolling up a little bit.
Or he's about to barf.
you want to say anything else to the press?
This is like,
What the fuck, man?
no, we
then,
can't
yeah.
have grandpas
Oh my
doing this.
God.
Like,
I want to bring in.
There has to be.
All right, turn it off.
There has to be some type of age limit to
yeah.
like be in whatever government.
Yeah, I mean that was
Yeah.
terrible.
How old is he?
Like,
And he's the
Probably 80
fucking minority leader.
Yeah.
for the Senate.
Like he leads the Democrats in the
He's
Senate.
81
How
years
old
old.
are Republicans?
How old is
No,
Biden?
he's a minority. Oh, Mitch.
But he's
yeah.
a Republican.
You said he's 81?
Joe Biden is 80. Mitch McConnell is 81.
no.
I mean,
Holy mackerel.
Like, retirement is 65, right? Like, I think they should not be in there.
there's a minimum age for. There shouldn't be a maximum too for presidents. Like you can't be fucking
Yeah.
president if you're
Honestly,
80.
yes.
Presidents for any government, anything, there should be a maximum and a minimum. You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I miss, like, Obama, who gave coherent speeches. He was, like, the last one. Like, the other, like, the rest of them, I'm like, you know, it's a struggle.
I haven't even heard Biden give a speech. Honestly, I didn't watch the State of the Union, but
I mean, sometimes it's okay, but sometimes you're like, he'll
bust some shit
slurs
like
a little
that
and
too.
you're like, what?
He has
He'll
a
do some
stutter,
shit.
What did
so
you
some
say?
of it you
Yeah,
can kind of like excuse away with the stutter, but
Yeah.
like, no, I mean the man's old as fuck too, so you can. He's old.
this
Yeah.
is just trying to excuse him because
I see Luis drinking water. I'm sorry, why?
Oh, yeah, it's water.
it's not water.
Oh, shit.
Heidi thinks it's water.
I'm sorry.
this is definitely
Heidi,
tequila.
it's water.
But yeah, age limit for sure. It's too many old guys. That's why we don't fucking progress.
He looks like a villain from Finding Nemo.
He looks like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons,
Yes.
Yes.
but much older.
He just needs a hunchback.
I mean, he will forever look like a tortoise to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
We saw a few of those this weekend.
what?
You asked me like 3 times what we did this weekend.
Oh,
I
yeah,
asked
you
you
didn't
because
tell
I
me,
was out of
yeah.
town. Remember, I
Where'd
told
you
you I was in
go?
Cancun.
Oh,
I was not in Cancun, but I was in the Cancun area.
No, you
For the
didn't tell me that.
weekend?
Yeah, we left Friday and came back
You
last night.
told me that you were, your flight was coming in later than you thought
Yeah.
yesterday, but you didn't explain where.
I thought we talked about it last
Yeah.
episode or something. Yvette booked a trip to Cancun.
Oh, but you
You
didn't
guys
know it was
did.
Cancun?
Yeah,
See, I listen.
Yeah.
I wasn't really sure where we were going. So it's like south of Cancun. It's like between Playa del Carmen and Tulum. So it's even further than Playa del Carmen. Anyway, we stayed at this resort that her and Olivia went to last year. And they fucking loved it and came back raving about it. And we had to go back.
Did you like it?
Well, I think I'm just turning into like a bitter old person. I
It
don't
always
know what the
sucks
fuck
as
is
you're
wrong with me.
Turning into it? Or
I think he's already
I'm realizing it. I've been there, I guess, but I don't know. I get it all started with like, usually I plan trips and I'm very fucking like particular about who we fly with, where we stay, what we like, and like when we show up to the airport, I don't show up to the airport if I don't know what gate I'm flying out of, what terminal, boarding passes in hand, like all the shit. But Yvette planned this trip, so we get in the car and we're going to the airport, and I'm like, "Where the fuck are we going?" She's like, "Oh, I don't know." So we figure out what terminal we're flying out of. I'm like, "What gate?" She doesn't know. We don't have boarding passes. Then I find out we don't have seats.
wait, what?
Like we
That's
fly
a
in
no.
Frontier,
Oh,
which
Yeah.
whatever.
Joe does not like that.
surprised you're here.
Yeah, today
I know.
exactly.
I mean, you're not broke. Why are you on Frontier?
I didn't book the fucking trip.
Was it delayed?
No, it left on time.
Always delayed.
But we get there, we don't have seats. I don't know what she did. So me and Olivia had seats together. She was sitting by herself.
She planned it.
Right. And then we finally make it. What was the first thing that happened?
So much.
Let's see. We get there.
To Cancun, Jesus Christ.
You
You
didn't ask-
can't.
you
You
didn't
can't
ask
like do
anybody?
the. You know, how in other airlines you can like check in at the little kiosk or whatever.
Yes.
Frontier doesn't do that apparently. So we had to go to the
I think
fucking
international
desk.
it doesn't.
Oh.
We got to the desk and the dude's like, "Do you have your boarding pass?" I'm like, "If I had a fucking boarding pass, I wouldn't be here." Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? Well, you got to go get a boarding pass first, and then you can do it online, and then I can check you in. I'm like, "Well, I'm not checking any bags. I just need a boarding pass." He's like, "Well, if I print it for you, it's going to cost you." I don't even know how much he said because I turned around at that point and left.
That's
Yvette stayed there.
What? They charge you to print a boarding pass?
Yes.
Like-
So she finally goes online, logs in, whatever, gets us our boarding passes. But she's like, I don't have a seat. So I'm like, what do you mean? So sure enough, me and Olivia have seats together, and her seat's like TBD. It's just 0 or whatever. So she had to go to the desk at the gate.
Yeah.
We get through security. Nothing happened at security. I think that actually went pretty smoothly. But I was already in a shitty mood, so it didn't matter. We get to the gate, and we stand in like we're boarding zone 1, which means we board first, right? So they start boarding. I get up. I'm in line. We're like 3 people in front of us, and the lady at the desk's like, if you haven't had your passport swiped and verified, do not stand in line. I've said it like 3 times. I'm like, bitch, I just got here. Like, this is the first time I hear you. So I get out of line. We stand in the line to get our passport swiped, which is like fucking 10 deep.
Yeah.
By the time we get there, the line to board is like out the fucking gate.
Yeah.
So I just sit down, like, I'm not standing in fucking line. Like, I'll be the last one on board. I don't give a shit.
That's how I am.
Yeah,
It's like,
I
I'll
always.
sit down.
I'm like, what's the point of getting on there
Right,
first?
like, I don't-
I don't
Exactly.
care.
My seat's still.
Because then you're just
Yeah.
going to sit there and wait on everybody else to board.
Yeah.
So
Especially unless you have like carry-ons, I guess. But like on Frontier,
still,
no
you
one
just
has
stick it under the
carry-ons.
seat.
And I don't know why, but I feel like
Well,
I'm
we did because we didn't know they cost fucking extra.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I actually
You gotta
did not
check
know this.
that.
She didn't tell me this until we were at the resort and somebody else brought it up. She's like, yeah, we paid like $400 for our fucking carry-ons.
Holy shit.
400.
But how
She
much were the
said-
flights?
I don't even know,
The
but it
actual
doesn't
tickets.
matter.
$50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a lot of money.
yeah, that is a lot.
Yeah, we were talking to some girl and she's like, yeah, with Frontier, because she had an incident with Frontier that I'll tell you about in a minute.
Yeah.
But she said the like, to check a bag is like $20-$30. To carry on a bag is like $80 or $90.
Yeah.
So we had 3 bags. It was 3 plus fees, whatever.
Wait,
It ended
you
up being
paid
a
for
lot.
your backpack or?
Yes, for whatever you carry on.
I go on Frontier all the time. I don't ever pay for my
Well,
backpack.
you have like a rolly bag
No,
and
it's
a
a
backpack.
bag. It's a bag.
Yeah.
It's a what do you call it?
An actual
It's a
suitcase?
travel backpack. Yes, it's not a backpack. It's a
Depends
suitcase.
how big it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever.
One time in the like 20 that I've flown with Frontier, they made us pay for our backpacks. But yeah, that was it.
Really?
And then
One time. We were
Where
pissed
was
all
I?
the time.
we get there. She rented a car, and we get to the airport, and she had forwarded me an email the day before with the instructions on how to get to the people that were going to take us to where our car was, because it's not at the airport. And I'm at the airport, and I'm walking out the thing, and I'm walking by Hertz, and like whatever, all of the Enterprise, all of the rental cars,
All the-
companies that you know.
The originals.
Yeah, they're all in the airport. Ours is not. So as we walk out the gate, we get bombarded by the 20 million people trying to sell you shit in Cancun. I don't know if you've been to Cancun lately, but it's really fucking annoying. Like,
Never been. Want to go. Your
never been to
daughter?
Cancun?
Don't go.
No.
I've never been either.
My mom swears I went when I was like tiny, but I don't remember.
You should go. I
And your
mean,
daughter always tells me every year, let's go for my birthday. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
it's cheap. If you plan it right and you book it right, it's really cheap and inexpensive. But when you get there,
Japan is next year. So
Yeah, let's go.
they're going to try to sell you everything and anything they can. So we fucking wait through all that, get to the people that are going to give us our car.
Mm-hmm.
Then we wait there for 30 minutes, get in a van. They take us 30 minutes to where our car is. Then the car
You
that's
passed
already
your
paid
resort.
for, again, we end up paying like $250 for insurance and other bullshit.
Jesus.
Whatever. We get this shitty beat up Jetta.
spend too much money just to get there.
Yes. By this point, our flight left at 12 or 12:30 or something like that. We get there. I get to the resort and it's like 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And this is this resort that's like fucking fabulous, and they got all these great restaurants and blah 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 whatever. We haven't had breakfast because we got up too late the day we left to go eat breakfast. So we're packing because we pack like right before we head for the airport. That's how we pack. That's just how we roll.
Yeah.
So that's on us. Whatever.
Jesus Christ.
So
Don't
we
pack
ate
the night
breakfast,
before?
and the entire time
It's
Olivia
my
is like,
boyfriend all the time.
That gives me anxiety so fucking bad.
I know.
Me too.
I'm not even going
I start
anywhere.
packing
I have
like 3
anxiety right
days at least before my trip.
I shit you that, and you can ask Yvette, like, we were packing, and I look over at her, I'm like, this would give every one of my friends so much anxiety, it's not even funny.
now. My palms are sweaty. What the fuck?
Walking the east.
We get to the resort at 7 o'clock.
I do
and
the same fucking
The entire trip, Olivia's like, I'm hungry. Like, we've never had time to eat because everything's just fucked up and we're just trying to make it to the next place, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, this place has all these great restaurants, right? Let's go. Well, this place is massive. It's like a small village. Mm-hmm. They have four actual, like, resorts, all-inclusive resorts in one thing.
Wait, what resort is this?
It's the Barcelo Maya. I'd never heard of it either before last year.
Did my mom tell you about this?
No, actually, some of our friends told us about it. Okay. So if you buy the right one or the right package or whatever, you have access to all of them, right? So we have access to this massive fucking resort. Can't find one fucking place to eat, get a drink, get a bottle of water, nothing. It's 8 o'clock, 8:30. I'm fucking pissed. And we're walking around. If you've never been to Cancun, you think it's humid here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. So I'm drenched, right?
Have you been to Houston?
I mean, I'm from Florida, so
Nothing.
Oh,
Anyway.
yeah. Grace is from Florida.
so I understand.
Yeah. We find this guy and you're like, yo, if you go into any of these buildings, in the middle of the building, there should be somebody that'll help you and tell you where you can go, do whatever the fuck it is you want to do. We're like, okay. Mm-hmm. So we're walking. I get tired. They're speed walking. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sit on this bench. The center of the building is right there. I can see it from where I'm sitting. Like, go figure it out, come back, and we'll leave. So I sit down. I'm catching up on messages from this dude, and 10 minutes go by, they don't come back. 15 minutes, I'm still sitting. I'm like, what the fuck? So I finally get up and I go over there. I get to the desk. There's somebody at the desk. Olivia and Yvette are gone.
I can literally picture you so pissed off.
Start walking. I find the restaurants that I can't get into because you have to make reservations to them, right? Now I have reservations. I also don't know where my family is.
Yeah.
Finally find my way back to the room and I call Yvette. So I dial her and I hear zzz, zzz, their fucking phone. I'm like, motherfucker. She has her watch. So eventually she calls me and she's like, let's go to the buffet. That's the only place we can eat right now. We go to the buffet. We sit there.
Where was she?
Trying to find a place to eat still because there was nobody at the desk at the middle of the building.
A phone.
Yeah. We sit there. I sit down and then like, she's like, well, they're going to come take our drink order. Let's just wait. So we'll wait and we'll wait and then we'll wait. And I'm like, you know what? Go get your food. I'll wait. They go get their food. 15 minutes later, somebody comes over. It's like, what do you want to drink? I'm like, just bring me a water. Like, that's it. Like, I was done with that fucking place the day we got there. Then, second day, things start getting a little better.
Did you eat,
Wait, that was the
though?
first day?
I didn't eat. I was so pissed I didn't eat.
You
I
didn't?
can't. I'm that guy. I'm that fucking person. I'm just like,
I would
I'm
not.
just not. I'm just not
What?
fucking eating.
I'm like,
no.
I'm going to eat, sleep for
It's
dinner.
it's dumb. Like, I know what I'm doing is dumb, but
Yeah.
I'm so pissed off that I can't. Like, I just can't. Like, I wanted a beer. I wanted food. We hadn't had anything to eat all day. Like, nothing.
Oh, shit.
But I'm like, I can't. I'm not gonna fucking do it.
What?
Like, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
So I went to bed. And then the next day, again, I'm not like, I don't like getting in. I have a pool that I never get into because I don't like getting in the pool
noticed.
for the sake of being in the pool. Like, if I'm getting in the pool, it's because we're playing volleyball or we're doing something in the pool, right?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm running, I'm not gonna go out for a jog. I've never gotten running in my life unless I'm playing a sport or somebody's chasing me. Like, I don't like doing things just for the sake of doing them. So going to the beach for me is like kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Going to a beachside resort, like, I'm not gonna go sit in the pool and not do anything. I'm not gonna go get in the beach and just stand there and jump with the waves. Like, that's dumb.
I just go to
You're supposed to like
get evenly
drink
tanned.
too. Yeah.
we
That's literally
had a
it.
10-year-old with us.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
So it kind of takes.
Even,
You take your 10-year-old to
you
the
can still
bar.
have a margarita.
It's
Like,
different here.
Olivia does her own thing.
She's so clingy when we're out though.
Oh.
Like, when we're out of the country, she's supposed to hang out with us. We tried so hard. Like, go make friends. Like, see that girl? She looks like she's about your age. She
Well,
looks
no,
fine.
you're in another country. Like,
yeah.
Evie, I mean,
that's
I
probably
like
a
you call
safe
her
way
Evie.
to, yeah.
Olivia's very outgoing.
She
so.
has no problems making friends. Like, she would go with, like, Yvette and her were in the pool, and they were, like, with kids, and they start doing pull-ups on this bridge that goes over the pool. And these kids start approaching her, and then she's like, nope, going with my parents. Because she doesn't want to make friends there. She just wants to hang out with us. Like, it's just, yeah.
I mean, I'm glad I had a sister a year
Boring.
younger than me because we would just hang out with each other and not our parents.
That's what I told you. But like next time, we got to bring another kid with our kid.
Yeah.
Because this is not working out.
I mean, that's what you did with Leslie.
Yeah.
So,
But
I was always around, so.
the day we left yesterday, that morning, I was like, I think I can enjoy this place. But it was like time to go. But the first 2 days, I was so pissed at the whole fucking situation. Because it's not, like, there was nothing about that place that was convenient to me.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to have dinner at a nice place, you have to make reservations. To make reservations, you have to go to customer service. Go to customer service, they're going to try to sell you shit. Yeah. Like, the first day we went there to make reservations, they're like, hey, are you going to go do any of the tours? Can I sell you this? Can I help you with that? I'm like, no, I just want to fucking reservations to eat dinner. Also, where can I get a beer?
So what was it? What was it that they loved about this place?
So if you're into that sort of thing, if you're into the resort, if you like going to, all-inclusive places, it's really nice. It's a really nice place. Has a lot to offer, like a lot of things, a lot of activities for the kids. There's a lot of things for you to do, like on site. You don't have to leave to go snorkeling, to go scuba diving, to do any of those things. But we weren't going to do any of those things. Like we did some snorkeling. Like
what were you there for?
Because honestly, I didn't want to go. They wanted to go, and they're like, we're going. So I'm like, fuck
A
it.
family trip.
I have commentary on this.
Do it.
Like, me and my sister were talking about this. There's people that are vacationers and travelers. And, like, vacationers just want to go hang out at the all-inclusive resorts. But I'm a traveler, and me and my sister, so we want to go to all the museums, all the tours, and, like, all this stuff. So, like, I don't want to just sit at a resort. I feel like...
So before the kids,
yeah.
me and Yvette, we've been there a bunch of times. And me and Yvette will go. We've stayed at a shitty hotel in Playa del Carmen, rent a car, and we go do all the things.
Yeah.
Like we
But
drove
you went
to
with
Chichen
a
Itza.
child. That's different.
I will do it with a child. We did it with Leslie. Like we went to Chichen Itza. We went to did all these things. And Olivia's down. But they want her to go to this fucking expensive, really nice, all-inclusive resort.
You think it was because they had a good time when they went?
Yeah, for sure.
Did she at any point was like, it wasn't like this last time, or it was better last?
Yeah,
or
well, every time I bitched about something, she was like, well, it wasn't like that this year. I'm like, I was on here last year. So they also probably wandered around lost a lot because when I tell you this place is massive, it's like we got lost a few times, like just trying to find our way places.
When
And it was a kids resort, right? Like,
no, it's a family resort. And they actually, I told you they have 4.
Family resort, yes.
They have actually one of the 4 is like adults only, and then they have like the low level, the medium level, and then the high end one. It's like it's massive.
So mom went with Letty, her best friend, like 2 years ago, I want to say, and she was like, we went to a kids resort, like family resort. I'm sorry.
To the Nickelodeon one. It's like
and it was literally 2 adults.
It was orange
She was
everywhere.
But my mom gets down, so.
I mean,
me and Yvette actually did that once. I don't know when was it? It was a long time ago. We were young. We didn't know any better. So we went to a fucking family resort. It was the most annoying thing ever. But it was just me and Yvette. So we went there. We rented a fucking scooter. We were just driving around the island. Like it was whatever. We had fun. It was a good trip.
Yeah.
Because we didn't care. But those things suck. If your plan is to go stay there and you're an adult and you go to a family resort, that's a terrible idea.
I wouldn't want to stay in this resort. I think
like,
from what you were saying, I think I'm a traveler.
Yeah. We had this conversation with my sister and our friend. They both turned 30 next year. And they want to go to like an all-inclusive resort in Spain. But I was like, I want to go to like Barcelona and like eat food and travel, not just sit at a resort in Spain. So it's been like an argument, sort of. But I think we're getting them to join our side and like do the traveling.
Have you ever done it?
What?
Gone to an all-inclusive resort somewhere?
No. I mean, I've been on like cruises, which I don't like. And like...
See, I've never been on a cruise, but
it's like that kind of vibe.
Let's go on an Alaska one.
Well,
I would like that because I want to go to Alaska.
Like Alaska or Mediterranean would be a little different, but I went on like Carnival cruise in Florida and I'm like, like I can't get off the ship. I want to get off the ship and like go to the Bahamas, you know.
So I'll tell you this. If you go with the right group of people to the right all-inclusive resort with the right mentality, it could be we've done it. It was a fucking blast.
2009.
2009, we went to Cancun. It was like fucking 12 of us. And we knew we were going to go be there and it's going to be a shit show and we're going to get drunk every night and we're going to get whatever. It was a lot of fun. But you have to go there with that mentality, with the right group of people and to the right resort. Yeah. That's not what this was.
That was the right resort.
Right.
And we also did shit. Like we also did
stuff, yeah.
You know, boat rides or whatever.
Yeah. So it can be fun if you do it right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it can, but I also like to budget travel.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So I'm like,
It just feels like you're in the pool in the States, just over there, because
Yeah.
everybody from the
Exactly.
States is in that resort.
Yeah,
and they're all
exactly.
at the pool. And you're
That's-
not doing anything
I
different.
went to Scotland like for my birthday in March, and I went on a tour, and it was all American people.
Yep.
And I was just like, this is not what I came to Scotland for.
That's why I
Like,
don't do tours.
yeah, I shouldn't, but
Yeah, you don't.
Wait, it was
When we
an
went
actual
to
tour?
Guanajuato,
Yeah.
you were like, no tours.
No tours. No.
No tours.
Yeah, no.
Let's just do
If
our
y'all
own
want to go
thing.
do something, we'll go do it. When I say no tours, people are like, oh, you don't want to do anything. I'm like, no, I want to do everything. I just don't want to have to be somewhere at a specific time to be picked up by a
Yes.
bus
Yeah.
full of Americans. And then
Yeah.
they're going to take us to this little mercado where they're going to overprice sell us everything they possibly can. Take us to this buffet to eat lunch with shitty food. And then take us to our destination. And you have
Yeah.
1 hour and you have to see it all. And
Yeah.
be back on. Like, no, that's
That's
stupid.
the most annoying thing ever.
Yeah.
So
rent a
when,
car,
when
get
we
up.
went to Oaxaca this last trip, my cousin also went, but he went with some friends. Heidi and I took her sister and our brother-in-law. We went separately. Every morning, my cousin was like, yo, so I booked this tour. We're going to do all these things every day.
Hell no.
We literally said, no, we're going to Uber to, it wasn't Uber, it was an actual taxi cab because they didn't have Uber. But
What?
it still turned out to cost way fucking less. So everything that they did, we did like at least 200 times less. Just because all we paid for was the taxi.
Yeah, like
They paid
admission
for-
to all these places is inexpensive. The ride there is inexpensive.
They
if you
did
go
a
to the right places
mezcal
to eat,
fucking tasting
Yeah.
that we didn't want to do in this fucking town that we didn't want to go to. We were just like, we want to see A, B, C, D, E. That's it. And they were like, well, you can do all that, but you can also make a pot out of fucking sand. I don't fucking know. I'm like, no, I don't.
I
See,
mean, that's fair. But also, I didn't want to drive on the other side of the road. Like, I was too afraid. That's like,
I'm so
that
looking
was
forward to doing
one of
that
my,
one day.
no, I was terrified.
Italy?
So my sister and I were like, let's just take this bus that'll drive
Did
us.
you drive it all or no?
No, I'm
You
not
didn't even
renting
try
a
it?
car.
Oh,
No.
come on, you got to.
I'm scared.
It's
And
a-
they
you get
drive
insurance,
really
you get
fast
insurance,
down
it's
these
fine.
little roads. Like, no.
I've heard Italy goes crazy. Like,
But they
Yeah.
drive on the right side of the road.
Yeah, at least they're like,
right, no, left.
But they drive in the alleyways.
Italy?
Yeah, they do. They got tiny.
and everything's
Yeah.
like manual too. And I
That's
don't
my
know.
favorite. That's why I like traveling too.
I'll be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm like,
Just yesterday on the way
I
back
don't
to the
know what
airport,
I'm
I'm like,
doing. Like, Leslie, come.
on the other
You
side of
do
the
it.
road, like,
on the way to the airport, I'm like, we gotta buy a little manual, like standard card like this one, just so we can drive it whenever I feel like having fun, because they're so fun to drive.
So Mexico City was kind of like that too.
Yeah.
All manual, but did you go on that tour?
Which one?
Or it wasn't a tour, but like we got on that bus.
Oh yeah, that sucked.
It didn't suck.
Where'd
It was
you
more
go?
like a taxi.
mean-
That was gonna say it was, well, I didn't treat it like a tour. I was like, take me there. And then
Well,
we just
like,
got off
hey,
there.
do you
Yeah.
want to go? Oh, this bus goes right where we
Yeah,
want to
it's-
go.
yeah, that's what we did.
And then we got off. You can get off whenever you want, and then get back on and go back whenever you want.
Did you like Mexico City?
Yeah,
Did
it
you?
was
There's
cool.
nothing not to like about Mexico City.
It's like New York, but Mexico.
I think I would need
Better
to go
food.
again.
It didn't smell.
You
and
what?
get a different experience.
Wait,
Were you
you
there?
didn't like Mexico City?
I didn't go with you guys.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't invited.
Oh,
Yeah, you were.
No, I wasn't.
The entire family was invited.
That's it.
If it didn't trickle down to you,
It was like last minute
you know what?
invitation.
Your mom.
That's true.
That's all I
Hey
can say.
Grace, next time I go to Mexico, you're invited.
yeah, no, I want to go. I've never been. So I've
Joe,
been to Cozumel.
you
That's
all
it.
know
I
you
went-
are, so-
Yeah, okay.
No, I went with my boyfriend's family because my boyfriend's family, his brother lives in
Oh
Puebla.
wait. So there's a history of George talking shit about Priscilla's family. Is this what's happening right now? Let's go. We're here for it.
No. My boyfriend's family, his brother lives in Puebla, which is like
Oh, shit, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
30 an hour away from
what?
Mexico City.
30 minutes to an hour away,
30 minutes to an hour.
Mexico City.
Yeah, so
What did she actually say?
30 an
What?
hour.
30 hour.
30 an hour?
30 to an hour.
Okay.
Them shots kicking
I'm
in.
so sorry. Honestly,
All these abbreviations.
I'm making up words now. I like it.
32 an
30 an
hour.
hour.
32 an hour.
I just typed in Mexico City, but city is CIY, so I can't argue with shit right now.
And so when we got there, his brother was like
3
showing
hours.
us around.
3 hours.
And I mean, we went to Guanajuato together. Were you there?
No,
I'm so sorry.
wasn't invited.
He turned us down for something dumb. I can't remember what it was.
So
No,
like,
I just
Didn't want to go.
Anyways,
we're the type
continue.
of person, we're the type of family that just goes to like a little stand, get food, right? His family isn't.
Oh, they're the sit-down restaurant type of place?
Yes.
Oh, no. Not in Mexico. What?
And so like I'm the type, and so there was and I mean some food was super good, like
Yeah.
literally amazing. In Puebla, I'm not sure what it's called.
It's called
Okay.
mole.
Mole. That's where it's
That's
from.
Mole
cilantro,
poblano.
cilantro on
Okay,
top.
what no, so I didn't try it, but they made some lamb like on the floor.
Okay.
And in the ground, you mean?
Yeah, on the ground. I don't freaking know. So it was like, and they made it, and it was like the best thing ever. That's literally all I can say. It was like the best thing ever. If you ever go to Puebla, it's the first thing you have to go to, and like it's like amazing.
I need you to point at that camera and tell us how great. No, the camera's over there.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Y'all need to go to
George,
Puebla.
stop giving me your back.
Yeah.
Wait, where have you been looking this whole time?
Honestly, over
You've
here.
been looking at the screen, just pointing.
It's like George never left. Seriously,
I'm telling you, it was cool.
George would just give us a
Y'all
back
need
and
to
talk to the
go
camera.
to Puebla and get some lamb that's cooked on the floor.
In the ground.
In the ground.
On the floor, huh?
In the ground. What's the difference?
On the floor, I was like right here.
Here's the difference. Okay, I can make a hole right here
But that's not the floor anymore. You made a hole in the floor.
in the ground. The freaking earth, guys.
All right.
Exactly.
But it's really
Puebla.
good.
Lamb.
Go.
Gotcha.
But I think I need to go back to Mexico City.
Yeah, you should. It's
I
fun.
think I need
It was
to.
fun. It's fun when we went.
For sure.
It's probably the best time ever.
The food I got, it's like a salad. I know.
Man, them
Don't
shots
judge
are
me.
kicking in. Cool.
Don't judge
So
me.
good.
But this, I got a salad, and it was not the best. I look over to everybody's plate. I'm like, oh, that looks so good. It's like
Why did you get a
lamb.
salad?
You got a salad in Mexico?
Yes,
But why?
Oh, fuck.
because I was bloated.
But you're not.
I understand that. Like sometimes you just need
Thank
you don't want a
you.
big meal.
You,
I mean,
you
I
guys,
get it.
So you take that chance when you. I mean,
if
what
you're
time
a
was it?
girl, you would know.
Was it in the evening?
Does that matter?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Wait. Let's talk about that.
What?
Oh no, we're gonna
that
talk
matter?
about
I mean, you're gonna be uncomfortable for a few hours and then go to sleep.
Look, I need.
Hopefully you can fart
When
it
you're on
out.
vacation though, it's always worse. Anyway,
I'm staying in my boyfriend's family's house. That's gonna stink.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we have no
Below
AC
the
over there too,
restroom.
so
You're
it's
being
like,
insecure.
it's a little different.
No,
Honestly?
not being
And it doesn't-
insecure.
It
but
was
you're-
so
you're
cold.
worried.
Not sure if it's
I
gonna flush it
understand. I get it.
The showers are so cold.
Cold.
They didn't have hot water.
Oh,
No.
they didn't know what happened.
I was taking the shower and I was like, babe, it's cold.
Wait a minute. So they only do like expensive sit-down restaurants, but they don't have hot water? The fuck's going
Well,
on?
they
over
didn't turn it on.
there? Oh.
So I was
Didn't
like,
ask
I
them
was.
to turn it on?
Why didn't?
Is
know?
it when you have to
I
turn
didn't
on?
know. So I
Yeah.
get in the shower. I'm like, babe,
It's the left knob.
I'm here for 5 minutes and it's like it's hot. Like I turn it on and it's like on the H side. Is it H or C?
It's H. It's fine.
No, it's C.
H is hot.
Well,
No,
C's cold.
I'm in Mexico. It's C. Caliente.
No, but they use American faucets.
I was like, wait.
Caliente.
C and F.
So I told him, he's like, oh, let me tell my brother. So he tells him, it's like, he says, okay, just wait 5 more minutes. I was like, okay. So I'm just
Yeah,
there
Insta-hug.
naked. And he was like, okay, try it again. And it's hot. Because he turns it on. He turns on the heater or whatever.
It wasn't-
Yeah.
boiler.
And it probably
No,
wasn't
I
hot.
had-
It was
whatever
probably
it is.
I
fucking
had that
seedy.
problem in Ireland because you had to. It was like this, like heater from like World War One. I'm not kidding. Like it looks in our building, and we didn't because we don't do that here. We don't have to like turn it on. You had to like
it's just
set it up to
automatic.
heat up in the morning, and we're like freezing, and it's freezing
It
there,
takes time.
and it was so bad. Yeah, we learned the hard way about that. Yeah.
And when it comes out, it's like fucking steaming. It's just-
No, it would last
You want
not
hot
long enough.
water? Here you go, motherfuckers.
Honestly. Even in my apartment, I'm like, oh, it's hot. But I'm like, it's okay. It's okay.
How are the bars in Ireland?
Honestly.
What was your
Oh.
experience in Ireland?
I mean, I love Ireland. I've been like 3 times,
Hell yeah.
and
I need to
I
go.
it's really fun.
Part Irish.
Family trip.
I mean, technically, yeah.
What do
my-
you mean technically?
I mean, part of my family's Irish. Yeah, my grandma's side, I guess. The Carrolls, which is
Oh,
my middle
that's-
name.
Actually, not.
Carol is your
Technically,
middle name?
Yeah. But like
Nice
spelled
name.
like the last name, like the surname.
What's your last name? Sorry.
My last name is Muller, which is German.
German.
So, I mean, I'm all European, but
So wait.
But
that
all
was-
the beer drinking Europeans.
I guess-
So Irish
Yeah.
True,
and
true
the
story.
Germans.
and Norwegian. But
Oh, y'all
goal.
yeah.
definitely drink.
That is awesome.
But yeah, I love Ireland. Like it's so fun. Guinness. I drink Guinness everywhere there. The bars, everyone's so nice there.
Guinness is so good.
Yes, it's
But
amazing.
can you understand them?
Yeah. I mean, I went to Northern Ireland too, and it's a little like different there.
nicer.
No, it's just like it's
No.
harder to understand them there.
War torn.
Like I remember when the first, well, yeah, that too. But the first time I went there, this guy opened the door and he was like, "Blah, blah, blah, blah." And I just like I could not understand what he said, and I just like stared at him and I was like, "Excuse me," and he's like. And like I literally could not understand. And me and my friend were like, "Let's just go. Let's just go." I think he was probably just saying like, "Oh, here you can go through," but I literally did not know what he was saying.
Pikey.
When we were in Germany for the World Cup, it was Ireland was playing England, I think, or some shit. Because we were in I think we were in Cologne, and if you can imagine a bunch of British people and a bunch of Irish people in the same fucking city, completely fucking hammered. Everybody's
Yeah.
hammered, and then there's a bunch of Mexicans there because we're everywhere,
True.
and we're all fucking hammered because we're Mexican.
True.
We could not understand a fucking word they said. Like it was the
You're just
dumbest.
like-
Yeah. Salud. That's the only thing we all understood. Like cheers.
That's,
Fuck it.
that's true.
But yeah, no, I cannot understand Irish people.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand most of them. Like in Dublin, you
If
can.
we're all dead sober and we're having a serious conversation about something important, I could probably, yeah. But if you start drinking and everybody's excited and we're talking about soccer, no.
Dead sober is the like key
Yeah.
point. You have to be dead sober.
Is that a language you would say you would understand?
English? Yes.
Not always.
I definitely don't understand Gaelic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or and when I was in Scotland too, this guy at this
Well,
one
they
bar.
do speak that in Scotland a lot.
But
though.
he was speaking English, but it was like such a thick accent. I was like really struggling to be like, what is he saying? I think I don't know.
In
It
Wales
can-
too. Was
yeah.
it Wales where they still speak a lot of Welsh?
English?
Welsh, yeah, Welsh is like a crazy language.
Right.
Yeah.
They speak English, but they also
Yeah.
speak Welsh, and it's
Yeah.
like no.
Something else.
Yeah.
All right, so half the crew is here, I guess.
Yeah.
I want to bring this up again.
I'm here for George.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a Maldonado.
All right, so whatever you say is what George would say.
Yeah, no.
Anyways,
Your vote is George vote.
so
Yeah.
we've talked about this
Sorry,
before. That
Don't
that
apologize,
one's
man.
blinking already. Anyways, So we were sharing a lot of videos today. One of them was moonwalk. And Mars. Well, it was mainly moons. And, no, it was the moonwalk and the bomb, right?
What?
Yeah. So
conspiracy theories for walking on the moon.
sorry.
And
More
for
context.
the nuclear bombs.
So do you guys think that we actually walked on the moon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know.
My grandpa worked at NASA. And
Just my fucking luck.
Wait,
How do we know he's not?
grandpa what?
my
Your grandpa
grandpa
worked at NASA.
he worked at
He was there.
one of the Apollos. He was a computer programmer. That's he
Just
still
my
lives
luck.
in.
Which Apollo? It's important.
I'm a terrible granddaughter because I'm like it's Apollo.
Now, let's cut this out and I'll ask this question again next
Okay,
week.
let me text my grandpa real quick. He's like 94 though. I think 94, yeah. So he was there. What?
Damn. I was gonna say, does he look? You're gonna text him. Will he text you back?
Yeah, he might. He kind of knows how to use an iPhone now.
Grandpa
Or I
worked
can
for
text-
NASA, but
He
got
landed on
text.
the moon.
I know
okay?
he worked on the original computers, but he has an iPhone. He's like, oh, like what is this? It's like a whole different thing.
Nice.
It took a while for my grandpa to
Yeah,
figure that out.
but yeah, he's still good. He
Wait,
drives.
man, I want to know. Do you really not think we landed on the moon?
Wait,
Yeah,
you don't?
I want to know.
No, I don't know. Honestly,
They got
man.
you.
Yeah,
man.
You think
the
it was in a
government-
studio?
It's Photoshop.
The government just does,
I mean, they
so
have
much.
been lying to us. So.
and
Oh, forever. Yeah, but that one.
I mean,
how,
yeah,
though? Like,
they.
It's Photoshop.
What do you mean how?
I'm just asking. Why haven't you're gonna give me that bullshit as a video that you sent me? Excuse?
Why haven't
Wait,
we been
which one?
back?
Yeah.
Because it's fucking expensive and it's pointless.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's fucking expensive and it's pointless.
Yeah.
Why do you say it's pointless?
Like, what's the purpose of sending more people to the moon?
yeah, there really isn't. They just go to the.
Like,
You don't know what you're gonna
the
figure it
reason the
out.
U.S. did it back in the 60s is because we were in a fucking race with Russia to get somebody there. Just
true.
Say,
Yeah.
just say we
Yeah.
did it.
You
But
don't
there's
know
no
what's
real
out there,
purpose.
though.
But there's no real purpose for you can.
How do you know
can
that,
find
though?
you can find out anything you want about the moon
Mm-hmm.
by sending rovers out there, by sending robots up there, by sending other things other than people. There's no need to put people on the moon anymore. There was
Yeah.
never a need to put people on the moon, but we did it just to say we did.
Because it was a race.
Okay.
Yeah,
But just because if it was a race, wouldn't you want to cheat?
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
so
right?
I mean,
Oh shit!
but like,
Whoa!
I just think I don't think they're lying. Like, it doesn't make
Do
sense.
you understand
Will
the
you
amount of the number of people
that it
and
would
the
take
level of effort it would take?
Like, no one leaked it.
to fake that whole.
Like, they
fucking
paid them that
Well,
much.
back then,
It's no different than now.
what do you mean no different?
It's no different. What's different?
You couldn't find shit out like in an instant on the phone.
no,
you had to
no, but we're
watch.
talking about-
You had to watch whatever they
You're talking
showed you.
about a cover up of something that's that massive. Like there were
That
Her
is the
grandpa worked
most
there.
massive
No,
thing
Yeah,
at that
I-
point.
I'm gonna
don't-
tell my grandpa.
I think at this,
we need your grandpa on the show.
I think
know.
at this
Okay.
time
Well,
you can edit a video so well, like, right?
Well, right now you can.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
But in this,
But if
60s?
someone's out there right now, they can say, "Hey, I
there's literally nobody out there that was and
I
worked.
looked at it myself."
What do you mean?
yeah.
Because you can edit a video,
I looked at what myself?
But I mean,
whatever it is.
The moon? There are still
What-
people out there that
Whatever
they're not dead.
you
Is
find.
Buzz dead yet?
yeah, I'm like Buzz Aldrin knows.
But if anybody says anything right now, you're just gonna write them off as crazy.
Well, you are.
A lot of people are.
You and your
99%.
So you
nuts.
think it's
Well-
not real?
No, I'm not saying that. I just.
Oh, okay, I was just
they're
wondering.
So
I
you
just
don't
question
believe
it.
all
I
of
think
things?
he's
We've been
actually
watching-
questioning it though. It's
Okay.
kind of curious. Kind of.
I do
He's
question
been
it
sending
too.
a few videos.
I do
and
question it because
we're
of-
like, oh,
They're like, oh, the
so,
flag's not waving, or but I mean, there's no. atmosphere.
No.
Oh no, the one that he sent earlier was who was the cameraman that watched all of them, and I was like,
Oh,
they
I
had a
didn't even
camera.
watch that whole thing. I just shared it.
Oh, okay.
Did you watch it to the end?
Yeah,
That's the
'Cause
problem.
I watched the beginning.
Right there.
I watched the beginning, and then I watched the end. And I thought
He's
the
just
end
fucking
was.
with us, though. He's not being serious.
But I question it. I mean, I'm always gonna question.
Hey,
it,
man,
so.
question
Yeah.
everything. If you nothing else, listen to Mulder.
It's just like, what do you guys think about the UFOs now? Let's bring that one up since
I
we were
mean-
gonna talk
Oh,
about
yeah,
it
yeah.
anyways. I
Y'all,
thought,
did y'all listen to any of it today?
I,
A little bit.
I did.
They didn't
was-
really say anything that
good.
we hadn't heard before, right? It was just
I mean,
in front of a
except-
congressional
Yeah.
hearing, so that was kind of cool. But I mean, there's aliens out there. Like I think we all knew that.
They said they found non-human biologics in the crafts.
Oh, I
That's
didn't
what-
hear that.
Oh no. Yeah, that's
No,
what
I
me.
didn't hear that. But that's
They
awesome.
said, "Did you find like anything in the spacecrafts?" And the guy was like, "Oh, we found
yeah.
non-human biologics." And I was like, "What? What does that mean? It's not human, like something in it." That's
Well, it
what
could
freaked
be,
me
like,
out.
Animal.
But still, there's an animal in there. Like that's still concerning, or a
The
plant even.
fucking
Like
cat in there.
Well, no, at that point, then you're like,
Somehow
so
there's just a cat.
the Bible claims God created
Wait, excuse
man.
me?
The Bible claims
What happened here?
God created man and woman and
but not
alien.
Cat?
not
apparently.
alien. You didn't say anything about alien.
Oh, so God didn't create aliens.
Where are you going with this, Lisa? What the fuck?
Honestly, okay, so how do you guys see an alien, like their image? Like, do you see it as society, how they picture, like
Like a grain? No.
Big green.
No,
Gray, big head, big eyes.
a huge,
Black eyes,
or
yeah.
like how
I feel like
we
they're
see
like
each other?
humanoid, but not like
Oh.
us. You know what I mean?
I don't think
Like-
they're humanoid at all. Like
Really?
Like
You don't think they're anything like humans at all? Oh, okay.
Did y'all see that video of that's been circulating?
I do.
Okay.
About
I was like,
the,
maybe
I'm
not.
with you.
Maybe not exactly.
the one that was flying, and then there was like a force field, or like
Wait, what?
there was like
some
some shit.
rectangle with the bubble around it. Oh, I know.
Yeah, there's been
yes,
It was
so
just
many videos.
something flying, and then it just like shot this light, but it was kind of like a force field.
Yeah,
Oh,
I saw that.
Yeah.
That was
I didn't
weird.
see it.
And then all
there's
this
a lot of
shit,
good video out there
and then
now.
all this other
Well,
shit.
the
started
one I was
coming
in
out.
Las
I'm like, what
Vegas
the fuck?
recently, and there was like that whole, like the whole, they caught it on video, like something running around their
Your backyard?
backyard, and the police
that
came.
That video
yeah.
was kind of iffy.
I know, but I was there when it was happening, and I'm like, it is in Nevada. Like,
Did you see the thing though? The light in the sky and
Yeah.
you heard the bang and all that?
I mean, I didn't hear it, but like,
Bang.
I heard, yeah, I didn't hear anything,
Bang.
Like,
Bang.
but I know,
it
Like
was
something
a
crashed.
Super
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah, like a lot of people heard it, and a lot of people saw it. And
I
everything.
mean, just all this shit, and then Mitch McConnell.
he's an alien. Maybe
There's
he's
too
an
many
alien.
things.
He's a lizard person. It's
He's like, oh,
different.
they've come back.
The lizard person.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That like the lady on the plane was like, that man is not real. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
No, never
You
heard
haven't
of it,
seen
no.
that?
Nope.
What?
Just messing with you. Yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
The lady on the plane.
No.
Are y'all were being serious?
No, I'm being
I was like,
serious.
how
Fucking
did-
with her.
oh, I was
What's
like,
happened here?
yeah, it was like DFW to Orlando, which I fly all the time.
We talked about it like 2 episodes ago.
Wait. Well, just tell me what it is real quick.
The lady that got off the plane because she swore that dude was like not real or whatever.
Oh, I remember.
She's like,
Oh,
yeah.
I did see that. She
Yeah.
went.
I know it was
Yeah,
here, but I don't remember that.
Yeah, she's like, that motherfucker's not real, and like got off the plane, and like they had to deboard everyone.
I did see it. I did see.
But it was
I did it.
it was from here to Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah, from here to Miami or something, like that, right?
yeah, it was to Orlando, which is
Orlando,
a flight
yeah.
I do all the time, and I was like, interesting, but
Well, I mean, if you were an alien, where would you go? Orlando.
yeah, go to
Yeah,
Disney
You
World.
can fit right in.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
It's
for
like
real.
Men in Black,
There's,
like,
yeah,
Orlando,
I would never know. I worked at Disney World, like I couldn't tell if they're aliens. They're like people. There were so many crazy people.
Was that fun?
I mean, a little bit. And a little bit just draining because people are
Where did you work?
Annoying.
at Disney World or at like a restaurant and Universal Studios.
So, can you confirm all of the, this conspiracy theory?
All the conspiracy
Oh,
theories from Disney.
what?
Bring them up, Luis. Come on, let's start asking
Oh.
questions.
I mean,
Give me a sec.
I'll
Let me.
do my best, but
Well, are there underground tunnels?
yes,
Oh,
that's where the cast members get around.
Yeah.
Will you get sued for this?
And they built up the group. I don't care.
so
Come
sorry.
sue me.
I'm just
What are they
trying to
gonna take?
protect you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you want to
your
take all
dog
my
is
money?
suing us.
You can take my car that doesn't have AC.
I was like searching for stories with what is it? What is it when you search for Florida something?
Florida man.
Yeah, Florida man, and all these fucking crazy fucking stories
Yeah.
come up.
Is Walt Disney frozen in the park?
But wait, that's
Oh.
Disneyland.
I don't think. Yeah,
Florida.
I know he's frozen, but I don't know where.
Is who?
It's different, right?
Disneyland, Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's Disney
Yeah.
World's Miami. Disneyland's
Or
No,
yeah,
Disney
Sorry.
World.
Disney
is
World's Orlando and Disneyland
That's
is
the bigger
California.
one. That's where he would obviously be.
No, he'd be back
He's
home
at
in
the bigger
Cali.
one.
Who?
All right, go to the next one. Go to the
I
next
would
one.
be in
He
Disney
is frozen.
World.
No, that's not.
No. You got to go about like Disney World Park.
Yeah.
Because not
And,
Disney.
I
Because
mean,
there's a lot of those.
Nobody like dies at Disney. They die
Oh,
at
Right.
hospital.
Yes.
That's
So that's
another
true. Is that true?
conspiracy.
yeah.
So they tell you that when
They don't
No.
claim that you're dead.
Like, I just
until
know.
After.
And they won't. They
you
will
heard
not
about that one?
admit things.
like
Yeah.
if you die in Disney World, they like nobody dies at Disney World, right? So if you die in Disney World, they'll like put you in a thing and then cart you
don't
out of
call
it.
that
and
you
they
dead.
don't-
Probably
they don't
have the-
declare you dead until you're
out.
outside.
Yeah. You'll probably have the accident
Yeah. They
Yeah.
had an accident.
I mean, yeah.
in Disney World.
I mean,
All right,
I
what
don't.
else? What else? What else you got?
I don't know. Those are like. There's not anything that interesting. I mean, there's.
come on.
It's.
I mean, not dying at Disney is
That's pretty interesting.
And I mean, I used to know a lot of like the characters, and like you cannot say you're the character ever. Like
really?
you're friends
Even
with
to
them.
your friends?
No, I mean, I would go out to the bars with like Tinkerbell and stuff, and she'd be like, "Yeah, I'm Tinkerbell," but I mean, you would just be like, "I'm friends with Tinkerbell." Like if you ever got caught not saying that, could get fired.
Oh, apparently there's a conspiracy theory that Walt Disney left money in his will for the first man who gets pregnant.
What?
Well, I thought that was already a guy who.
I didn't hear about that one.
Is that possible?
Anyway, I looked.
Did
Can I just look pregnant? Because I'm there now. I'm like 4
Wait,
months.
real quick. Did you hear? Did you
Honestly.
hear about the Bud Light girl? Remember we talked about the Bud Light girl, or what is?
Dylan Mulvaney
Oh.
is who you're talking about, the
Yeah.
woman. Yes,
Oh, what is she?
What about
She's bi
she's
now,
a trans woman.
Yeah.
But she's bi now or something.
I mean, not now. She probably was always bi and
So
was
she
attracted
likes-
to men and women, but
Okay.
happens to be trans. Yes.
Never mind.
I was like, where are you going?
Well,
Wait, she's
the last thing I heard
employee?
was she's bisexual now, or she's calling herself bisexual.
We talked about that during the
We
Tony
did?
episode. No,
did it?
not that specifically, but
Yeah, but that's the one I'm talking
that
about.
specifically.
So that would
Make her. What?
Never mind.
That would make her
I said
what?
never
She
mind.
is a trans woman
Okay,
that is
wait.
attracted to both men and women.
Right. So, do you remember that conversation?
Okay.
Were you here for the Tony
it was
episode?
just the way just TikTok said it.
No,
it was
because I was
very
episode
interesting.
19. I wasn't, so I didn't actually come on until later. But I was my personal like episode where I was on the
That was
mic
loud.
was 19,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and so 20th episode I wasn't on, and then I didn't actually come
Because
on. as
my
fact
thing
checker
was you
until
could
later.
be a trans woman
Okay.
Uh-huh.
who was gay,
Okay.
Okay.
which means you were born a man who likes women. So doesn't that just make you a man?
Yes.
I mean, yes and no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes and no.
It's just complicated, but
Right.
whatever
I saw
works for people.
I saw this video, right? And this trans woman, she was a man.
She was born a man. She's a woman now.
She's a woman now. And she was saying that she was like, I'm not going to say I'm a woman. I'm just a man in a different category.
valid as well.
She will still say she's a man, though.
I
Does that make
mean,
sense?
So she's not
Because
a trans woman then.
how society sees it,
yeah, they'll still call you, a man.
they'll say
Yeah.
she's a woman. But how she sees it is like, well, I was born a man, but I decided to, I feel, I guess, that I'm a woman. So she's a transgender, and she's a woman now, right? But she will still say she's a man in a different category.
This is great.
Okay.
It's like George never left.
God, I don't
Be
think
really
that's a
careful.
good thing, honestly.
At the end of the day, it's none of my business. So
Yeah.
That's what I was
Honestly,
saying.
do whatever you
Cheers to
want.
that. Cheers to
Cheers
that.
to doing whatever you
At
want.
the end of the
Cheers
day,
to
it's
that.
not cheers.
None of my fucking
whoever
business.
you wanna
Yeah.
You're
Exactly.
and
whatever
be
you
whoever
decide. I'm
want.
sorry, camera here, right there. Whatever you decide is the way you decide.
Fucking George.
Cheers.
She looks at the cameras too, just like her.
Did George coach you or something?
Honestly, I watched too many of your episodes. So
I stopped. I gave up.
I
I kept telling him, don't look
We'll
at the
start
camera. Don't
listening
talk to
to
the
them.
camera.
She's never heard a single episode of
No.
ours. It's cool. It's just cool. I like it.
I'm so sorry, but
no,
I
I'm
added
sorry.
you on my Spotify.
honestly,
When he was
I
like, "Hey, you want to join us?" and I was like, "Sure."
honestly, I was so scared because I don't listen to every episode. And my brother is like
Oh, I.
part of it,
Her
but
brother sits there. Her cousin sits there. Her uncle sits here.
Oh wow.
and I don't
That's pretty
listen to every episode.
Like
I
I
listen
talk to
to
those
some.
guys all the time.
That's good. Yeah.
Depends.
They're not.
I only
good.
listen to
It's
one
like-
other
Some of them
podcast.
suck. so
No,
it's cool.
no. It's not even that. It just depends on the topic.
Yeah.
I feel like
How do you even know what we talk about? Like, do you read the description?
on your Instagram, yes.
And if you don't care, like you don't.
exactly.
Oh, on
I'm
Instagram.
Like,
So that's all you, Adrian.
oh, I'm so sorry, Adrian.
I won't put
I just
the-
called you out.
I won't put it out anymore.
No,
I
I'm
usually
sure.
just put it
Copy
on
and
more.
paste.
Is it not the
Put
same?
it on more.
What do you mean?
Well, if she's reading, because they don't. If
Sorry,
she
my
only
mom
listens
called
if she
me.
likes the description on Instagram. Wait, what?
Wait, your mom.
Sorry, I was like, my mom was calling me.
Why didn't you answer?
Should I
No,
answer?
No.
It depends.
She's calling me like, "What
do
car do you
you-
want to get?"
Hey, wait.
No, we're not calling my mom.
Oh, we're calling your mom.
I already told her I'm busy.
I want to talk
because-
to your mom.
I want your mom on the phone right now.
No.
Hi.
My mom's gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
I'll be like, hi,
She's
I'm
crazy.
Does your mom know
Karina.
what a podcast is?
I'm your next.
Probably.
Does she know you're
Oh,
on?
No. She'll be like, "What are you doing?" I thought you had social anxiety.
That's the second
Please
social.
call your mom.
No.
Second social.
I will literally be like, hi, I'm your
on.
next best friend.
Oh, my mom. She just said butt call. She doesn't even care. Oh. It was an accident. I thought she was gonna talk to me about my car or something.
Please.
I
Your
was
mom
literally
just said,
talking to
"No, I
my
didn't
mom
wanna talk to
today
you."
about my insurance for my car.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just like, it's cheaper
no,
if you
we're
stay
not
with me.
No. Well, my car's AC went out today or yesterday, and it's only 105 degrees or whatever. So I
it's
was
not too bad.
baking
Oh,
in my
man.
car, and it's an old car. It's like from 2012. So I'm like, do I put money into it or get a new car?
Get a new car.
I know, but I'm just like, ugh, it's stressing me out.
Me? Get a new car. Them? I don't know.
No,
He'll be-
that car, get a new car.
Get in your car.
I mean, it is old, but
If the repair is worth more than the car, get a new car.
it's the repairs are
Yeah.
about half the worth
If the
of the
repair,
car.
yeah, if the repair, no, like realistically,
That's
if
a
the repair,
no-brainer.
I
if the
know,
repair is more
but
than
I just
like
I have an attachment to that
10,
car.
20%
We've been
of
through
the
so
car?
much.
It's a
Yeah.
cool
Like-
green
Do you
car.
get attached to things?
Yes. His name is
apparently you do.
Pascal. Yeah, he's bright green, Mazda.
I don't.
Also, this might be the
I
first
was
time
literally-
that I've heard of a car being a he and not.
Oh,
a she.
really?
Yeah, because most of the time, actually, didn't. I thought one of y'all sent a
I did.
video.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Holy shit! So one of them sent a video that was like, so everyone assigns female to your car. Like you're like, oh, it's a she. It's a plane. It's a she. It's a boat. It's a she. So when men put those metal ass nuts on their truck,
On the
and
back
most
the
of them
truck.
like, oh, that's my girl.
Dude.
So that's a trans truck.
So do you see a truck as a girl?
All vehicles are girls.
What? Wait.
Including
I need to
the
know
ones
about this
with
because
All
I
vehicles are a girl.
Oh, but mine's a boy.
That's what. No, it's not normal.
Mine's a boy too.
I had
Is
two
it really?
boys. My car before was Humphrey. He was a boy.
Humphrey.
And my first car, they've all been boys.
From all names.
We got
This
Humphrey.
is
We
what's
got
weird.
Humphrey.
And so in Spanish, if you're from a Latin country, cars are boys and trucks are girls. Just because of the way the name, like troca.
Yeah.
Oh, got it,
So
got it.
machistas.
Interesting.
That's just the way
So
the
then I'm
word is
right.
spelled.
Yeah.
Right, but in English, in America, most men assign female names to everything they own because chauvinistic men, whatever.
We own
But
Then-
women do it too,
This is
though.
my Kenergy.
Eleanor.
So it's kind of
Kenergy.
cool that y'all don't.
I
Y'all
mean,
don't?
guy. I guess.
No, go on.
No, because I
No.
was thinking about my boyfriend, how he named his car, and it's like it's a girl. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
What's
all
that?
cars are girls.
My sister's car is a
George
boy
named
too.
His car is a girl.
Yeah. All of our cars are guys. Maybe it's my family. I don't know.
To me, it's a guy too.
Yeah.
So is
And I
that
have an
What about
SUV.
you
I don't know,
have a
a truck.
A truck? Well, my dad has a blue car and he named it Bruce. That's a guy.
See, that's weird that your dad named
He
the
got-
car. Bruce.
Yeah,
We
your
all
dad
get on
named
it.
Bruce.
Well, I mean, we named it. We
Your
made
dad's
him do it.
progressive as fuck.
And then we name our cars. That's like a family thing.
Well, my dad named his truck, blue something, blue ivy.
Ivy?
What the fuck?
Honestly,
it before.
honestly, don't quote me on that. I'm so sorry. Ask George. Blue something.
Don't ask George.
Uh,
George gonna make.
We
some
are
shit up.
asking George.
Honestly,
her.
I don't know. Blue something. Now I'm wondering. But
Call your mom right now. I'm just-
Be like, what's
no,
your?
my mom will have a whole conversation with me for hours.
Yeah, don't call your mom.
Please call
Yeah.
your mom right now. You know her number?
Why do you want to get our
Do I
moms on
know my
the
mom?
phone?
Let's see if she even. My mom's really bad at answering.
No.
So-
Yeah, so is my
You gotta
mom.
call her from here.
But she'll butt call me.
Cameron
Oh,
too
she'll
just died.
answer you.
I don't know if she has that number saved. Oh.
I'm gonna be like, "What up?"
Who's gonna answer?
She's not gonna answer.
Wait,
Have you called my mom?
let Grace answer.
Never.
Madre. Oh, she answered. ¿Mande? Sí, de José, de tu hermano. Porque estoy con él.
Did you turn the speaker on?
Yeah.
Hold on here.
It says
I'm so
audio.
sorry.
Oh no, we can
Am I
hear. Well, I
supposed to?
can hear.
Yeah, but
She's like, "Did you call my phone from?"
Mira, que
Jose?"
están entrevistando
Ah.
en el podcast.
Oh, she knows.
Sí. Sí, estoy en
Hey,
el
tía.
podcast. Tu hijo no
Oh
sabe.
my goodness. Ahora menos me lo pierdo.
No, no te lo pierdes. Ahorita
No,
estás en
dile a
el
Alfredo que vi
podcast.
el de Sergio y vi el de
no,
El de
dime
Leo.
tú, ¿para qué le dices a ella que me diga?
todo.
Amá,
Pues voy a criticar, ahí estás tú. Sí, tengo muchas, ya hablé con yo, ya le di mis opiniones y ya le dije que debe de ponerse a hablar bien y pensar bien lo que va a preguntar antes de
Oh my god.
She's been waiting for this
Embarrassing.
fucking phone call.
I'm like,
Amá,
wait,
tú has
wait.
visto cada
Grace is like,
episodio,
wait, what?
I need
¿verdad?
some translation.
todo.
It basically sounds like she's been waiting for this phone call, and now we're
Honestly.
calling her, and she knows that we're recording.
Okay, why did we call her? What are you going to ask her?
And so she's
About
just
the
like,
truck.
I've been
Oh,
waiting.
Angélica.
Nomás me
Amá,
perdí el de Tere. El de
Angélica.
Tere me perdí.
Tere se
¿Cómo,
perdió.
¿Cómo se llamaba? ¿Cómo le puso? ¿Qué nombre le puso Jorge a la troca?
¿A la Blue Jean o a la roja?
A la Blue.
La
¿qué?
bruja.
Blue Jean, es
La
Blue Jean.
Blue Jean era la una azul.
The name of
Y,
the car.
y en la roja,
La roja
La
or
Blue
A la-
Ivy.
La roja no me acuerdo, pero sí le tenía nombre.
ajá.
Pero esa era la única
Pero
que
era
la
nombre
Blue Jean.
de
But that's a
mujer o
feminine
nombre de
name.
hombre.
Is it?
O será blue
La
jean,
Roja?
no sé.
No, La Roja.
Oh.
Ends with an
La
A.
roja. No me acuerdo.
No manches, madre.
Si quieres la pregunta, aquí está.
Oh,
Pregúntale,
shit.
pues ahí está.
Ah, ok.
He's there, so
So,
they're
Blue
A la
Jean.
Larriet, era la Larriet.
Yo estaba diciendo Blue Ivy.
No, Jorge, ¿cómo le llamaste a una de tus trocas le llamaste, al azul le llamaste blue qué? Blue jean. ¿Y a la roja? ¿La que querías Candy Apple?
Candy apple?
Ya, no le puse así, pero sí la quería. ¿Esa no tuvo nombre? Ok, no, nomás era blue jean, la blue jean.
Okay. Muy bien.
Ok, ma, te hablo.
Ok, bye.
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 Okay. bye.
Thank you for calling in. No, we called you.
You didn't win.
I'm gonna hang up on her.
She,
Oh my God.
it sounds like she's been waiting by the phone
Yes, she
every
has.
time we're recording
Man,
just so we can call.
She pretty much said
listens.
George needs to get his
She-
shit together.
Honestly.
I gotta listen back to
Honestly.
that because I couldn't really hear what she said.
That
but
was fucking beautiful.
she has some opinions about something.
Yeah, she was like, George
Honestly,
needs to
she-
think before he fucking talks. That's pretty much what she said.
Honestly, yes. That's literally what she said.
Anywho,
Yep.
all right, how do you feel about Jason Aldean?
Oh god.
Who?
Oh.
Exactly.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I don't know who that is.
As a
What do you think,
former,
dude?
I've seen him in concert. I'm not gonna lie. I used to like country music.
You used to like it?
Well, I mean, I
like
still,
country
I
music.
still like it, but I mean,
I know who that is.
I wouldn't go to his concert now. But
Well, I wouldn't go to any of their concerts, but I still like
Do
country
you,
music.
so
Yeah.
do you think that was like intentional?
It was intentional.
yeah, it's too much.
That's my contention.
lot.
The message
Yeah,
of the
it's a lot.
song is if you don't believe what we believe, we'll shoot you. That's like pretty much what he said about
I'm
his
sorry.
small town.
Are
What
you
are you
lost?
talking about?
Oh
Yes,
my
I'm
gosh.
so lost.
So Jason Aldean made
Okay.
a song.
Okay.
He's a country singer.
Thank you.
He's always been a
was
piece of
about-
shit, but he went out of his way this time.
to
Yeah.
make a song called
Try that in a small
"Try
town. or
That
some
in a
shit.
Small Town."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically,
It's actually
all the
pretty
images
good
that he used in the video was like
It's catchy.
Black Lives Matter.
It is catchy.
It's catchy. All the images in the video are Black Lives Matter protests.
They're actually not.
They were from
Well,
like
they were
protests in
removed.
France.
Well, some of them were.
I
yes.
saw that.
But the-
Ukraine.
Is
Yeah.
it?
The
Germany.
ones that were
Yeah.
from Black Lives
Yeah.
Matter protests were removed, which pissed off his fans because there were some from that. But yeah, a lot of them claiming it was all happening in America, but it was all like Ukraine, Russia, but try that small town in the U.S., but not really.
And the gist of the song is you're doing all these things, you think you're tough, try it in a small town, see what happens to you.
Yeah.
Basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
And
did United States try it in a small town?
United States.
I know.
No. Most of those things typically happen in big cities
And
because that's where you
Yeah,
can
'cause,
affect
like,
change.
No one goes to the small towns.
'Cause nobody gives a fuck about
people
small towns.
they're like called sundown towns.
If
That's
you have a
exactly
problem with
what he's
I
talking
just
about.
said, send all your emails
Yeah,
to George.
What?
But also,
usually,
he's not from a
usually
small town.
small towns.
He's not from a small town.
They're
He
all
doesn't
on the
live
same
in a small
page.
town.
Where is he
Okay.
from? Nashville?
Macon, Georgia.
Oh.
Oh,
mean,
you were just in Georgia.
I'm from Georgia and Alabama
I thought you were from fucking Florida.
and Florida. I'm from a lot of
Honestly.
places.
Okay, you can only be from one place.
No,
Where were you born?
Florida.
Okay, where were you
from
raised?
Florida.
A lot of places because my dad was in the military.
Okay, makes sense.
So
Okay.
we lived in Georgia, Alabama, Florida, Germany, Texas.
All the good places.
Yeah, the great places. And
get
Virginia.
I, have
I
a
don't remember
cousin
that.
did that too. So
Yeah, yeah.
It's okay.
So I'm like, people are like, where are you from? I'm like,
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Texas/Florida. That's where I spend most of my time. So
I'm from where Jason Aldean's
Where do
from.
you identify from?
That was a good question.
I don't know. I guess Texas is the
where
longest
you
now.
are.
But I also like identify with Florida a lot because my family lives there now.
Okay.
They have my whole life. I don't know.
So you'll go like noodling for turtle and shit and whatnot.
Yeah, noodling. I was like, I thought that was for catfish.
Whatever. I'm obviously not from Florida.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
That's more of I feel like that's more of a Georgian thing.
Noodling?
You like stick your hand in the water and pull out catfish,
Oh, yeah.
right? Isn't that what it is? I've never done it.
Or turtles. Fuck, I don't know.
No, not a turtle. You don't want to do that.
They're snapping turtles. Come on, man. You snip
Those
the
are
candy.
scary. I mean, I've sing alligators. Like, I mean, there's so many bad animals between both Florida and Texas. I call them the infamous states
Alligators scare me.
for multiple reasons. But yeah,
Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're not Australia, so.
So,
yeah, it seems the same.
so he did it intentionally.
Right. Him and his team did it intentionally, yes.
Yeah, there's just too much.
And his wife too. Like,
Yeah, she's
in
crazy,
a
right?
I
lot
don't
of
even know his
trouble.
wife, but I feel like she's a piece of shit.
I think she's crazy.
Like, wait. And I'm sorry, fucking Griffin. I'm sorry, Griffin.
Shout out Griffin.
Shout out to Griffin. I'm
Who's
sorry,
Griffin?
you're gonna hate me for this, but Maren Morris called his wife out.
Ooh, I love Mary Morris.
Fuck Maren Morris.
Oh.
No, I love her.
Let's talk about that for a
Okay,
minute.
you gotta
She's
listen to.
She's from Dallas too, or Arlington. Shout
Yeah,
out.
we know.
We're well aware.
Yeah, I love her.
We are aware.
We have an entire episode dedicated to fuck Maren Morris.
What?
Why?
What'd she
I'm
do?
so glad that y'all two don't listen because this is funny.
I was like, what did she do? I love her. Her dad makes salsa.
Her dad makes salsa.
Yeah, he sells it.
Is it good?
I don't know. I have to go buy some. I wanna...
Is her dad Mexican?
Is he white?
I mean, he looks white, but I don't know.
She supports though, okay?
But he seems nice. I don't know. Anyway, why do we hate her?
So now we're pro Maren Morris.
Why do
No,
we-
we're still not
I'm
Maren-
sorry.
pro
I'm not
Maren Morris.
included.
I don't know.
All I'm saying is Maren Morris called out Jason Aldean's wife, so
Yeah,
But
she
wait.
calls out all of them.
this is where we hold normal people. This is where we hold Maren Morris, and she called out Jason Aldean's wife. So
Yeah.
So
I don't know
she's
what
like,
that tells you about.
what?
Okay.
Wait,
You guys have to listen to that. What episode
I'll have to
is
listen
that?
because I'm like, what do you have against Mary Morris? Like,
Yeah.
We know
she's a good
somebody.
singer.
What is this?
We'll send you a link
We know somebody that knows somebody
that knows
that
Maren
knows
Morris.
somebody.
We'll get
High
there.
school drama.
I know somebody that's
Yeah, very
telling
much.
us.
Exactly. I knew it.
So are we for this song? No.
No.
Yes, I love it.
It's catchy, but
Try that
it's
in
kind
a
of
small
bad.
town.
I mean,
Pretty
I used to go to Jason Aldean concerts, and I feel bad about that. But that was in 2016 before,
Yeah,
or
we all make
2015.
mistakes. It's fine.
Yo, someone made the joke of him running from the show where the
Yeah, well,
shooting
the
was
shooting
happening.
happened.
But he's like, but
Oh, he put
yeah,
out an
it's so
apology,
ironic.
right?
It's so ironic. Like he was on stage when that happened at the
Vegas
Las
shooting?
Vegas show. Yeah,
Oh,
He was on stage and his little bitch ass ran out like a
Yeah.
little bitch.
and then
Instead of having
bunch
his
of people
people's
died.
back,
yeah.
like being on the mic and saying, "Hey, there's a fucking shooting going on. Get the fuck out of here."
Duck.
He just didn't say
No, he
anything.
just
and
fucking
left.
took off running.
yeah, exactly. But he's like, come to my small town.
Yeah.
We'll do the same
I
thing.
got your back, man.
We don't do this here. Yeah.
And don't take my guns. Don't take my guns, because
Is this just to
Yeah, that sounds
charge your
bad.
phone?
Yes, yes.
Honestly, I was about to die.
Could have been charging
It's
him
I mean,
for
the whole
ugh,
an
that
hour and
makes me.
45 minutes.
Honestly,
And I was like,
I don't
Oh,
charge
shit.
my phone at night, so
Wait.
I just
okay.
let it go.
you're not supposed to,
I've heard that.
but I do it.
That.
what?
What?
But if your phone's already dying, when are you supposed to charge it?
During the day?
You're supposed to let your phone
It's just,
battery drain
Yeah.
every once in a
No.
while.
it's supposed to be
No.
bad for
Right.
the battery.
Right.
No.
But a
Yes.
lot of
Have
people
you
let
met
it
your dad?
die and then don't
My
charge
dad?
it.
Your dad said, don't let anything drain, like battery wise. Like my car, every time I see my car less than half, like gas, right? I'm like, "Ugh,
You're psycho.
I think about my grandpa. I'm like,
My light will be
Dude.
on.
I need to
Yeah,
fill that
that's-
shit up
I'm risking it.
because it'll
I'm gonna see how
mess
far I
up
can
your.
get.
It will mess
You
up your
heard this
engine.
from my dad?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
I guess that's why my car isn't working.
Wait, where are you sorry?
I don't know. I'm just like,
Is it because he's dead?
Oh, what? Really?
Sorry,
No,
this is a
listen.
Cabrales
Listen.
thing.
If you have no idea how many times as a child I walked to the gas station.
Okay.
Walked to the gas station with my
Is it
dad
far? It's like
because we
30
ran out of
minutes.
gas.
No, because they ran out of gas on the road.
Well, your dad told me that.
Well, to be fair, I'm sure he meant if you could afford it, they'll never let your car run out of gas. No, but my dad did know shit about phones and
That is
battery
true.
technology and all that. So
Oh.
to
Well, he
preserve your battery life, you should let your battery drain down every once in a while.
Well,
and
he
then
was
recharge it.
talking about the car. He was like, never let your car gas mileage or whatever get less than
Gas
half.
melon?
Gas tank?
Level. Whatever the fuck it's called, guys. Okay? Less than half. And I was like, okay. So every time it's less than half, I start freaking out.
Okay, let's talk about that.
I think
Okay.
we can have a
Do you
whole
know- do
new
you know why he
podcast
said that
with
to
just
you?
all-
No, it's my grandpa. He's
Right, but-
lived more than that.
But do you know why he said that to
What
you?
he said.
Because you're your mom's daughter.
Because you're a girl.
Obviously.
What?
All right, do you want to talk about the what was it? The voting?
Voting.
1 year anniversary.
We'll finish with that, but I want to go back to something.
Oh, okay. I thought
Because
Like,
I
I
think
have
we're
We're at 2
we're
hours. and
definitely
3
fucking
minutes.
done. Wow.
This episode
I can't really help editing this fucking episode.
You have a lot to edit.
is so good.
Hold on. So, obviously, y'all feel that you get treated differently as women.
Yes.
Have you
What are
watched
you doing to change that?
the Barbie movie?
I haven't seen the Barbie movie.
You need to see it.
That's what they did. They
I
made
don't.
the Barbie
But
movie.
have you seen the original?
The original. What do you mean?
there's two.
What?
I'm sorry.
Like all the cartoons?
No. Wait.
So when you have fucking guests on your show that completely ignore you.
Anyway,
What was your question?
re-ask your question. Sorry.
Change that.
What's her name? Something Banks?
Elizabeth Banks.
No, what's her name?
Oh,
She-
Tyra Banks.
Yes, Tyra
I know what
Banks.
you're talking about. Oh, the life-size movie.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the original movie.
Oh, yeah, true.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this one, so
Amazing.
But what are we
have
doing to
you
change
seen
it?
I don't have to see.
I mean, I don't know.
You
It's a
need to
loaded
see it and then
It's-
watch the
It
new
is a
one.
loaded
It's
question. Hey,
average.
chill out.
Okay,
Let's simmer down for a minute.
chill out.
I feel like what are you doing to
They're
change
gonna
it?
love you.
Oh,
I feel like that's
I don't have any boys. I'm raising girls. I'm raising women. I'm raising you.
So you do have a voice.
I don't have any boys.
I mean,
No, but
voice.
you do have a voice, though.
I do have a voice.
I mean
Okay,
that's
then.
important. I
Facts.
mean my dad grew up with only 2 daughters and my mom. Like so I feel like it's important role to like be
Well, no.
Encouraging,
I think from what I've heard, I think your dad raised you right. I think your dad raised you right.
Yeah.
Or your mom raised you right.
My dad had a part of it.
But
a little bit.
So if you have boys, what are you gonna do?
Teach them to be good people. Like my mom says this all the time. She's like, I wish I had a boy to be like to prove like you can raise them to be good. Like I mean, just be fair people because a lot of people are like boys will be boys, you know that whole thing.
Yeah.
You know,
That's my favorite.
yeah, and it's just like, well, like teach your kids to behave like you're not, you know.
But how? I mean, you two don't have guys, right? So what would you do if you had a boy?
Well, I mean, it's fucking
kill him.
really easy for me to say
Oh,
anything
sorry.
I want because I don't and I won't. Right? So hindsight,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter because it's never gonna happen. Ask that question to somebody who's actually maybe gonna have a boy or actually has boys and see what they tell you.
I don't know what I would do if I had a boy.
I'm just saying, like, if Olivia was a guy, like, what would you do?
Olivio.
If Valerie was a guy, what would you do? And I'm saying because that's y'all's youngest child.
Come on. What if you have Valerio
Valerio, yeah.
and Olivio?
What would I do different?
Yes.
I would do nothing different. That's the thing.
I
That's
know
a good
you.
answer.
You're
Yeah,
like, who cares? You
Well,
do you, but
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't do anything different either.
I feel like you gotta just teach them to be fair and
Decent
kind.
human beings,
Yeah.
and whatever.
Well,
and if you're
that's
not
kind
doing
of
that,
that's
Okay,
what I
my-
teach them
yeah.
now. Like
My
I always tell
question-
them, I always tell them, just be a good person. Like I don't give a shit. Just be a good person. You know,
Yeah.
whatever.
okay.
whatever it
My
is you're
question
doing.
is, do you think you are? Do you think you raise your child, or do you think your wife raises your child more than you do?
In my case, I think for sure I've raised my child more than my wife. Not to take anything away from what she's done.
Which
She's done a lot and she's done her part.
Of course.
But as far as shaping them to be the people that they are, I think I've done more than.
I mean, somebody
That's
has to
good.
be the good cop, right?
Nah, it's not
well,
about that.
I think it just has to be like equal. Like when I was a
Right.
kid, I like I would go to both my parents and I would ask for my dad. And I know my mom said this before. She was like, other kids would not do that. They wouldn't be like, they wouldn't ask for their dad for things or like to go to bed, put them to bed or whatever. And I would do that. Me and my sister would. So I feel like it's like you have to be
you don't think
there.
that took away from what your mom did, though?
No.
Right.
Like, but then, and he was in the military too, so he'd be gone. So I was kind of used to my mom being in charge, to be honest, because she was there more.
Yeah.
And so I would go ask
Yeah, I
her
grew
stuff,
up
and
with
she's
that.
like, your dad's here. Like, go ask him. Like, why are you asking me?
your dad's
That's what I was going to say.
And I was like,
No,
oh,
when I
sorry.
said that,
my bad.
I didn't mean like it's whatever, but I feel like if Olivia went and asked Yvette something, Yvette is going to say, go ask your dad,
Yeah.
right? So it's
True. I mean, I think my dad will be the same because my dad was in the military.
Yeah.
My dad has always been there,
Yeah. That's good.
but I feel like my mom has always been there emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
Even though my mom's very cold-hearted, but my dad has always been there financially, and I think he can agree with that as well.
Okay.
So
he had his priorities and he did what he thought was right and he did it well.
he was like, I'm here to be the breadwinner.
provider, yes.
Oh.
Exactly.
See, that's interesting. Like, I don't think I got that as a kid.
I think
was just
I
like-
think it's very big of you to acknowledge that because a lot
Yeah.
of people take that the wrong way and they're like, well, he was never there for me emotionally, blah, blah, blah. Well, your dad didn't think that's what he needed to be.
Yeah.
Your dad was everything he thought he needed to be for you as a father,
Yes.
and he did it well.
And he still does. No.
But some people get weird about it too.
At
And they're like,
all.
your parents helped you. I think.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, well, sorry. That's what everyone wants to do for their children.
exactly.
And I think people get really
I mean,
weird about
fuck
that.
No.
I mean, they don't do everything for me, but like, if I needed help with something or like paying for college and stuff, they helped me. It wasn't like they were like,
if they can,
yeah,
awesome.
that's what you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still had to take loans.
Same. I'm struggling.
I'm still paying my student loans.
Yeah, same.
Come on, Biden. Get your
Yeah,
shit together.
forgive us. Forgive us.
Honestly,
he tried.
but
I think
Yeah.
about
Honestly.
like our parents also like how they were raised. Like
Yes.
that's the big factor too of why they're like how they are. You
Yeah.
know, like
I wouldn't
yeah.
say that about my grandpa with my mom and you guys, which I don't know if a lot of people know, but he's my uncle. A
didn't
lot
know
of that
I know,
has
that's
to
a
do
cool
with
uncle.
my uncle. Honestly, is like
He's
who
alright.
he is because of my grandpa. I want to say he worked so hard, and he didn't like to be in his house and just do nothing. Like he
Yeah.
was always working.
Yeah,
And
and
I
I think
think-
that's a generational thing too.
Yeah.
He was a boomer for sure.
A boomer, your grandpa's a boomer?
I honestly want to
Yeah, my
cry right
grandpa,
now.
my
I was
dad.
like, my parents are boomers. My grandpa's 94.
Joe,
He's
are
a-
you a boomer?
No.
No, he can't be a boomer. I was like,
I'm so sorry. I don't know.
I was like, no. Like my parents just made the boomer range, so
Wait, what is?
is my mom a boomer? I don't know.
I mean my
My
parents
mom
are
was
like
64.
60.
Wow.
My mom's
Your mom's
64.
not a.
Yeah, that's
Your mom's
that's a
64?
boomer.
My mom's 64. My dad's
Your mom,
65.
she's not
Oh, okay. That's boomer.
range is 1946 through 1964.
Yeah.
Your mom's a boomer.
My parents are
Sorry,
like.
mother. You.
My
listen
mom
to
just
this,
turned
you're a
60 last
boomer.
week.
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, your grandpa
I
had to
don't
be
know
like
her
older.
exact like birth. Like.
You don't know your mom's
Really?
birthday?
Okay, that's
No, I
an
don't.
interesting thing because
You know about this. My mom has 2 birthdays. June 6th
Why?
and August 6th.
Wait, elaborate. Actually, I don't
no,
know
but this
about
is interesting because that happened to my coworker. Like her parents are from Mexico, and I was like, "Oh, what are your parents' birthdays?" She's like, "I don't know. They've never told me."
Oh, you know what? It's because in Mexico, so
I was like, "What? You
It
don't know
is
your
weird.
parents' birthdays?"
Well,
She had no idea.
from what I know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, right? No, I'm sorry. Correct me if my mother's wrong. My mom said that her mother didn't know her exact birthday. So
she does.
I was like, "How?"
She did.
She was there.
She said that her
Right.
I was like, "How do you forget that?"
I'm just guessing my mom was there for your mom's birthday, whatever.
a couple of shots in, I don't know.
Also true.
Sounds like a way to go.
Honestly, we're Mexican. But she said that her mom would always celebrate her birthday in June, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, June. But her actual birthday was in August.
So what happens is, and it's the same way here, but it works a little bit differently. You can be born on a certain day or whatever, but none of that matters until you go get registered with the
Yes,
whatever.
That's what she's
And
told
the
me.
Registro Civil. When you go to the Registro Civil, that's your official birthday. When you register them, you're supposed to put their actual birthday down.
Not today's
Grandma
date.
today's
did not care
So
about
my
didn't know
mom
about
put
that.
today's date down for your mom instead of the date she was born.
Oh.
Because back in the day, you weren't always born in a hospital. Sometimes you were born at home. Sometimes you were born wherever,
Yeah, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So there weren't people there to take all this shit down. That's what happened with your mom. So her birthday is actually her birthday, and it's in June. All right, listen. If you've been voting on who you think we should have as a guest
Me?
for our 1-year anniversary, Adrian,
What?
where are the vote tallies right now?
All right. So I don't know the exact number.
Because people are voting all the time.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
So there was a couple campaigns that they're pretty good. One of them was Ruben Moreno, and the
Where's
other
he at?
was
What's he at?
Huh?
What's Ruben at?
10.
10. What's the other one?
And then the other one was at 5. And that's Justin. Juice 10 Davis.
Yeah.
Ruben, sounds like Ruben's whooping the shit out of you.
So at that point, when I saw that, there were the 2 front runners, and I decided to do a poll. And Juice 10 Davis got blown out of the water.
No.
I'm sorry.
Love you, Jess.
Looks like it's going to be Ruben right now. So we still got 2 more weeks, though. So if you want to keep voting, keep voting. If you want Karina back,
And vote for me.
Oh,
I don't know.
Please
Grace is
vote for
also.
I was like, vote for me. I know you just met me. I don't know if I'm.
Grace back.
Grace is like. This
I don't know if I'm
longest
not interesting, but bring me back.
Do you want to be back? Have you enjoyed yourself today?
Yeah, it was fun.
After the shot?
Yeah.
nervous,
I mean, it's also
nervous level from 1 to
ridiculous, so,
10 when you started to when you ended.
Started like 8, ended I'm like 3.
Well, fuck
We're
it.
good.
Bring it on. That's how it usually
We're
goes.
also taking votes to replace George with Karina.
Yes, please. If you want us to replace
Please.
George with Karina, let us know.
He's gonna hate
Hey,
me
all of
if I
our social medias are on the episode description on Spotify, Apple, wherever the fuck you listen. They're all on there. So go on there and tell us if you want George gone and you want Karina in. let us know.
Also,
Honestly, his
All we
friends
need is
will
one
be
vote.
like,
One vote. Literally. One vote. That's all we need.
that's it. That's the majority. 1 vote.
All right, guys, we're done.
See ya.
Bye.
Grace, thanks for coming.
Hey.